And we're live. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dave Cave. Dave here. And today I'm having a chat with Mr. Michael over here. Mr. Talk to him more than my wife. Mr. Been watching his bloody reviews for so long over here. Mr. DC Multiverse Collector.
Thanks,
Welcome.
Dave. I was gonna welcome. No, thanks for having me. I was gonna say to you, can you just say my channel name because I'm not here for people to know my first name. No, thank you for having me. This is really good. And you say you talk to me more than your wife, but the thing about that is like famously, you've been wanting to talk to me on the phone for like a year, and I have resisted, and I refuse
And
to
thanks.
talk to you on the phone. I won't do it. I just won't do it because I'm a millennial and I don't talk on the phone. But now
It
you've
is
got me
weird.
live. You've got me live at 9 o'clock on the internet. So you've won. You did it.
Peak
You got me.
millennial time, dude. 9 p.m. on the internet. I mean,
Yeah, but
where
I
else
don't
are you
talk
going
to
to
people
be?
after eight, mate. I do not talk to people after 8 p.m. like with my
Yeah.
voice. So not
Yeah.
even my
Yeah.
wife. So yeah, no, it's good to be here. This is fun. This is fun. Do
Yeah,
you reckon
man.
anyone will watch? We might have two people. I think Travis is there. G'day, Trav.
I think Travis is in the chat there. Yeah, he was in the chat before we were even live. G'day, Trav. And well, we've got two people watching. And yeah, whoever's watching, guys, just make sure you leave us a comment. Let us know that you're here. And yeah, let's engage. Have us chuck us a message and have a chat with us. This is my first time running a live thing. Shit, this is my first time being live on the internet. I didn't even want to swear, Michael, but there
I
you
think
go. I
it's
just
it's
dropped
not
my
it's nine
first.
o'clock in Australia. It is 9 p.m. in Australia, so we are entitled to swear.
Yeah, that's
Um,
right. On a
and
Friday,
we
yeah.
shall be swearing. Yeah, that's right.
All the kiddies are in bed, man. I mean, they can
Yep.
just catch us. They can just catch us on the replay. And
Yes.
if you're watching on the replay, g'day, welcome. And you poured yourself your drink already. Let's go.
I have. Crack it open, David. It's
Cheers, man.
9:05. Cheers. Lovely to do this finally.
Yeah, and
So
lovely to
I'm
speak to you finally. I've been pushing for it for God. Yeah, you're right. The longest time, and here we
yeah.
are actually talking like taking turns audibly hearing each other like people
Mm,
do. And yeah,
yeah.
it's taken me this long, and all I had to do was get you bloody live. I had to start my YouTube channel,
Yep.
which you were also
That's it.
pushing me to do for the longest time.
That's
And
right.
here we are.
Yep.
Yeah,
Start a YouTube channel, host a live stream, then I'll talk to
yeah.
you. Yeah, but I'm a bit lost. I can't send you a GIF. Like I don't know how to emote unless it's in animated GIFs. So this is going to be a bit weird for me. But bear with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Let's talk some
Oh, no, no,
toys.
no. No, dude, you totally come across as robotic and emotionless in your texts as well.
Oh,
Don't worry.
great, 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 great.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're a great guy.
You're selling me. Yeah.
Uh, no, seriously though, thanks for being here with me, dude. It's cool, man. I've been wanting to. I was actually thinking of just doing my first live like on my own, just like impromptu. Like, let's test it out. Let's go live. Let's crack open some toys. But super glad that you're here with me, dude. So thank you, man.
No, you're welcome. Look, it's fun to do things alone, but it's even more fun to do things with others, as they say.
And you know what? I'm totally reading between the lines, Michael. So
Hmm. Everything
all
is
righty.
innuendo. Everything's innuendo. Drink
That's
if
it.
you're watching. Drink every time I make innuendo.
All right, yeah, and I'll have a drink as well. That might be your
Mm.
cue if you're watching at home. What have you got going on, man? Is there anything you want to share with everyone up the top?
Share. Not really, David. I am. I'm
David.
good. I've got stuff to open, stuff to review. So I'm going to unbox some stuff and talk about some new things on the channel tonight that I've been meaning to review, and I was going to review in the next couple of days. But let's do it live, and I might
Yeah.
follow it up with a little video in the next few days. But I've been on a toy buying binge. I've got to say, I've been on a
Oh, dude.
bender. Yeah, every
You
now
have,
and then.
man.
I don't know if other collectors can relate, but every now and then I just lose control and
Yeah.
I fall down a rabbit hole. It's like the equivalent of going on Wikipedia and just getting stuck. Like I'll something will spark something, and then I'll just start collecting a whole new line just for shits and giggles. And I think I'm chasing that dopamine rush of the new thing, the shiny new thing. So I fell into a NECA hole. You know this. I've been sharing this with you, but
It's a
I don't even know
glorious
what
thing to
happened, man.
witness, Michael. Just a beautiful
Is
thing
it?
to witness. Like
Is it?
you start with one, figure. You're like, hey, dude, check this out. I went and picked this up off Marketplace today, and within a
Yeah.
week, you've bought a
Hmm.
new freaking Detolf and you've filled it.
Yeah. It happens. I just can't. It's like the thrill of the hunt, right? And then I've got to go back and find all the old releases that I've missed over the years, and now they're
Yeah,
expensive and hard to find, which just makes it more thrilling. Like,
yeah,
what do you mean I can't find the Alien Resurrection NECA figure? Like, what do you mean I can't get that here anymore? Well, fuck that.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
getting it, and then it becomes my
yeah,
whole obsession is like hunting through the listing. So I've
yeah.
totally fallen down a NECA hole. That's the hole I've fallen down. I saw Alien Romulus and thought that's a banger of a movie.
Oh
I
man,
love that.
so good.
Yeah, that's a great movie. And then I was like, there's got to be a figure coming out, and that was it. Looked it up, saw that, got on an Alien binge. Um, got me a Ultimate Big Chap, which Big Chap
Oh,
is the nickname. Those who don't know, it's the nickname for the alien from the first
from
Alien,
Alien One, from the first
from
one. Yeah,
Alien
yeah,
1, the Big Chap. And yep, so this guy cost me about $100 on Amazon. And
yeah.
so the thing about NECA, and
Is
I
that a
didn't
recent
really
release, by the way? Sorry.
know, this is about 2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But the fun thing with
Because a hundred
NECA,
bucks for an Echo,
mm,
it's just like, oh yeah, okay, like,
yeah, no, well,
like,
80 is probably what you would expect to pay
yeah,
normally. So it wasn't
yeah,
really the
oh yeah.
price. It was, what the thing about NECA is, and you know this, it's that
Thanks, Trav. Get a room, you two.
yeah, we will one day. But the thing about NECA, of course, is that there's like a market of bootlegs, which is kind of foreign to me. The lines I collect, I mean, Legends has a lot of bootlegs out there, but um, you know, there's such a thriving sort of secondhand scene for Legends that you can pretty much get whatever you want and it's legit and it's easy to find. NECA is not so much. You kind of got to go on eBay, you got to go on Amazon, and the risk
Yeah,
is that everything's a bootleg. So you end up having to do like 6 hours of research before you buy anything to actually figure out what the real one looks like versus the bootleg. What are the
yeah.
telltale, and then luckily
Oh,
it
mate,
came
you've got to go
and it
deep
was
on
real.
Reddit. You got to go deep on Reddit, find those
Yep.
posts, and just see all the people comparing. Like, oh yeah,
Yes.
okay, like
So
the Telltale way. I remember
okay.
finding out like that there was a whole run of like Black Series fakies where like there was just something about the font. There was also like there would be like a tiny little like white pixel in the
Yep.
corner of the T
Yep.
in Star Wars. I
Yep.
think that was it. And like that's how you could tell that it
Correct.
was that specifically,
Oh
was
man.
the giveaway for
So so this Reddit thing, I'm now the guy who goes on the NECA Reddit and tells people whether they've got bootlegs or not because I've looked into it so much. So I've
yeah,
become
yeah.
within like 2 weeks, I've become that guy. And like so my I was, shitting bricks for like a week. I ordered this like prey feral predator, right? Cannot
That's a
find
sick
this guy
figure,
to save
dude.
your life anymore.
Yeah.
It's a great figure,
Oh,
by the
right.
way. Very cool.
Is that the knockoff?
No, it is not the
Not that
knockoff.
one. Okay.
No. So this one ain't a knockoff, but I got it from AliExpress.
Oh, you
Okay.
got lucky.
So,
Dude, buy yourself a freaking
well,
lottery ticket, mate.
here's the thing. I did the research on the reviews, the photos, and I figured out that there doesn't seem to be a knockoff of it, but there seems to be a lot of factory
Oh,
seconds.
good.
There was like a whole batch of like dodgy ones with just the paint was off. Anyway, it arrived, and I swear to God, I've stared at this thing for like hours and compared it against YouTube reviews, and it feels and looks and smells like the real deal. And at a certain point, there's like this philosophical thing where you will never truly know what factory made this. Is it like, where did it? You will never know. You will never know. But if it
Yeah,
smells like it, looks like it, feels like it, you have to kind of accept that it is. And if it
it
isn't,
must be it.
like it's a weird thing, and I've not had to deal with that with like DC Multiverse, of course.
Hmm.
I think some bootlegs have started to pop up from Multiverse very recently. I saw a Flash bootleg that was just hilariously
You
bad,
are
but
kidding me. Finally, we're
no,
there.
yep. And but the packaging was
Wow.
so bad, the packaging was
Yeah.
so off that it's
Let,
like
let me let me
immediately apparent.
let me just stop you there. Let's go back to your
Mm.
philosophical thing about like you just don't know, but you know, you
Mhm.
still it's on your shelf, you look at it, you're full of pride. Same way I feel about my second child, Michael.
You're just like,
Blonde,
I don't know about you. I
blonde
love you,
hair,
but I don't know.
blue eyes,
Oh, right. Yeah.
and
Question.
you know, blonde
You
hair
just
and
don't want.
blue eyes.
Mm.
Dude. I mean, my
You don't want
wife
to. You
does
don't,
have
mm.
blue eyes, and she's got there's quite a lot of blonde on her side. But
You
the
do
joke
not
is
want to
out
dig
there.
too deep. Just leave it. He loves
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
He loves you. You love him. That's the way I am with the figures. You know, I love
yeah,
them. They love me. But I give them the side eye. I'm like, you came from AliExpress. Anyway, so yeah,
yeah.
that's my neck. Like, and so just to finish, so this is this hideous thing.
Yeah,
You
wow.
know, shout. Look at this. This
Just
is most.
quickly, just want to shout out Culture Shock Collectibles, saying, gents,
Yes.
g'day, Culture Shock.
Hey,
Might be
they're in the
Michael
chat.
there. Yeah,
Yeah, Culture Shock. Great store. Great store. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, this hideous thing. I drove all the way to a store in where was it? Narre Warren. They said they had this guy, and I get there and I pick it up off the shelf and I open it and it's a bootleg, just obvious bootleg. And the
how
poor
far did
bloke
you
behind
drive?
50 minutes, and the poor guy
Oh,
behind the
yeah.
counter, he had no idea. And then I went back with him and we looked through all his stuff on his shelf and I picked out maybe 20% of his stuff was bootlegs. And he's like, that's all come from the same supplier. Anyway, he's a good guy.
Oh,
I won't name the store because it's not his fault. But
yeah.
yeah, NECA is just it's a nightmare. But the upside is
Why
that I
NECA
really
though?
there must be
Is it
something going on
because?
with their factories, man. There must be something
Yeah.
going on where they knowingly like shut the lights off at 8 and then like some employee turns the lights back on and just keeps manufacturing, but like without QC or
That's
without.
that's exactly what happens, or that's
Mm,
exactly what did happen with the their original comic Mirage Turtles.
turtles. Yep.
Yeah, apparently,
Yep.
you know the ones with the tails. I'll
I
show
do.
you. I have a set, and they are horrible, but I still have them on my shelf. Now the OG turtles are like this color, right? Like kind of that lighter green. I actually got these from Culture Shock, so thanks Culture Shock. And I've got the Pizza Club, the animated '87 NECA turtles
Oh
coming
yeah.
from them as well. But anyway, so this is the OG, and like look how much darker that green is. Like that's just a dead giveaway. The originals were like this lighter green,
Yep.
and these ones are just this dirty, dirty, like yeah, just like like rubbish bin lid green. Um,
Yeah.
they just look foul, but you know what? It's my only way to actually own these guys without like paying a freaking grand for them, right? So they're so expensive. The genuine ones are so expensive on the aftermarket, but yeah, apparently the NECA factory was just being switched back on after dark, and they were just
Yep.
pumping out these figures, and they've been selling them knockoffs of these specific figures for so long, for years. They're that hot, and NECA
Yep.
just like haven't got the. I don't know what it is like. I mean, they just haven't busted the molds back out and like put the figures back out.
Well,
They could
so
be making a monster.
there is a story that I don't know if this is true, and there's probably people who do know whether this is apocryphal or accurate. But I heard those molds are gone. They have been stolen or sold, or the molds for those turtles are no longer with NECA, so they don't have the molds anymore. So they
Wow.
won't produce. They won't reissue them. Um, so that's what I hear. I'm sure that's apocryphal, but yeah, that's what I hear. But it's a weird world.
Yeah.
Like every figure you buy, you have to do a full on like background check, police check. Um, I'm asking people to send me bot photos of the bottom of the box so I can see the barcode and all this stuff. So, but you know what? Perversely, it's kind of adding to the thrill of the chase, and the dopamine hit of getting a legit figure is it's great. So
Yeah.
that's been me. I've been chasing the dopamine with NECA for 2 weeks, and it's going to lead to my financial ruin. But there you go. It's all good.
Yeah. Well, look, with NECA, man, I mean, the chances are very high that you are going to get a knockoff, right? Especially if you're buying from Ali. But that said, Ali is actually a pretty good source for NECA, if you get them early, you get them.
Yes.
If you get onto them early when they're
Yep.
available in the US, because
Yep.
the gap between the US getting them and us getting them in our retailers
Yep.
is like a year, dude. We're so far behind with NECA.
Yep.
It's really crazy. But if you get onto Ali at the right time when they're first out in the US, you get them
Yep.
before they have the chance to knock them off. And so
Yeah. That's the
you
thing.
get really,
If you are quick, I mean, it takes from what I understand like a year at least to get a knockoff going. Who's that?
case in point,
Yeah.
dude, the Kirby. I got this guy for $40 off Ali. So
Yep.
yeah, I mean,
Open it and find out if it's legit. Smell it.
well, I can tell just from the box, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I
No,
should.
there is. I mean, there is. No. I mean, there is lots of legitimate OG stock on AliExpress, and I don't
Yeah,
condone it. I like to support local Aussie retailers, like every time, but we just don't get
yeah,
everything. I think NECA's a hard nut to crack. I know Culture Shock's
yeah,
pretty good with turtles and stuff, but
yeah,
there are some specialty sites. Pop Culture will have a few NECA bits and pieces, but it's a
yeah.
tough gig. Um,
Right. Culture
Tough
Shock's
gig.
got a really good range of NECA, that's for sure, man.
Yes,
But
they do.
with this, I just didn't want to chance it, man. I love supporting local as well, but I just didn't like. It was before this guy was listed anywhere, and I was just like, I need this figure in my collection, and so yeah,
I get that
had to
feeling,
get him.
man. I get
Had
that
to,
feeling. Yep.
yeah, yeah. While we're talking about local, do you want to plug the sponsor? You can plug the sponsor of your channel, and I'll plug
Oh,
Angel Grove, man.
that's all right. This is your video. Everyone knows if you've seen my videos, I support all our local Aussie online retailers. That's for sure. But at the moment, the channel's supported by Green Rock Comics. George from Green Rock's a great guy. Really great range, and he'll always help me out finding a tricky to find platinum DC Multiverse figure and the like. So it's a really good store. One of
Yeah,
many that we have to choose from. We're actually quite lucky at the moment. There's a really great sort of batch of shops
I know, man. Yeah,
that
we
make
do. We're almost spoilt for it, almost.
almost.
not
I'm not going to go
not
that
quite
far.
like the US, not quite like the US, but we are we've got some really really good choices over here. My number one choice is Angel Grove at the moment. Thanks to Phil for sponsoring the channel and hooking
Yes,
me up
great
with all
store.
my multiverse goodies and my Marvel Legends as well. So yeah, Angel Grove's the bomb. So good,
Yeah,
great. They
good
ship
store.
fast. They pack super well. Yeah. Do you want to get into it, man? What's first on our little agenda here?
It's your agenda, man. Don't ask me.
All right. Well, it is latest acquisitions. Show and tell. Do you want to? You've already shown off a couple of things.
I've
Why don't
shown
I
off all
show
my crazy neck file, but yeah, what do you got? Show me your stuff.
Look, speaking of Green Rock, I did just get this guy sent over from Green Rock. I actually,
Very nice.
I wasn't going to get Doctor Time, but I saw your review, and I thought, well, I've got to have this guy because, look, in my book, a different head sculpt pretty much just equals brand new
A different
character.
hoop.
Like,
It is a
if
new
you're getting
figure.
a whole new freaking head sculpt, it's essentially a freaking new
You're
character in
right.
multiverse. So I was totally convinced. Yeah, and I said this to you earlier. Like, it's quite bizarre. It's super bizarre that we have a Doom Patrol villain and not a single member of the freaking Doom Patrol.
Yep.
I think that's really interesting, but I guess that's where the the reuse kind of the whole reuse beast kind of plays into this whole thing. Like,
Well,
Todd sees
yeah.
a buck and he's gonna reuse it however the hell he wants to, whether it's a B tier villain from a superhero team that he hasn't even given us any of the heroes yet, then so be it.
It is an interesting thing when you think about how they do character selection. There'd be so many different things guiding that. Like, is there a movie coming out? What's the licensor want to do? Who haven't we done? Like, but then there's another element of it where they do these platinum repaints, and so they've decided they're going to do Clock King, and then they look at it and like, well, how can we redeco Clock King?
Yeah.
And then they look and they say, well, he's kind of just like Dr. Time, and then you kind of, you know, the form dictates the art. Like, we've got
Yeah,
this thing
yeah,
with
yeah.
a clock head and a body. Well, let's do the other clock head guy.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that makes actually makes perfect sense. But where I got tangled in that review that I did of that is that I'm looking at it and it's like a platinum Clock King, but all the colors are new. The capes are new, different color fabric. The paint's new. The head sculpt's a new sculpt with new paint. I'm like, he would have been better off just calling this like Platinum Chase Doctor Time. And anyway, I don't make, I'm not going to tell Todd how to run it, but it seems weird.
Yeah.
It's very odd to me.
I know.
And my OCD gets a little bit tweaked
Yeah.
because.
And like the fact that, I mean, it's Clock King all over the box. It's Clock King on the back of the box.
Yeah.
I mean, literally bright freaking bold letters, Clock King on the front, and the trading cards Clock King. It feels weird. Same thing with
It's
the
not Clock
Blackfire
King.
and the Starfire. Like having that Blackfire and just being like, well, I mean, it's all the marketing just says Starfire. Like this is so weird.
Deep in my heart, I know that you're just Starfire, but I'm going to pretend that you're Blackfire. Yeah, it's really weird.
On the shelf, and I'll look at your black hair and your purple eyes, and
I'll pretend.
I'll pretend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very nice. Open it up. I mean, you've already opened the Clock King. It's nothing surprising there, but it's quite nice looking.
Yeah. Look, do you have something else you want to show off while I'm ripping this guy?
I don't know. Are you going to open him?
Oh, I thought you were saying
fair.
now. No, we'll do it later.
Open
him.
All right. Let's show our toys. All right. I got Hugo.
Yes, dude.
Yes. Platinum Chase. This is one of those weird Platinum Chase that is simply a Platinum Chase just because they're hard to come by for some reason. So I am. Anyone who's watched my channel knows I'm a sucker for Batman villains. Any excuse to fill out that rogues gallery, and Hugo Strange is one of the underrated Batman villains. I feel like just doesn't get his dues. I think the last time he had his pop culture moment was maybe Batman Arkham City. Like I feel like that was the last time anyone was really talking Hugo Strange. Are you
talking about like figure wise or just in pop culture in general?
I mean in the culture, in media, in comics. He just hasn't been that big, right? Like Arkham City feels like the last time people were talking his name. So
it was the last time we got a figure as well. And I'm pretty sure he's one of the few DC Direct that I have on my DC Direct.
Oh yeah. Show me your Strange.
I'll show you my Strange.
Show me your Strange. And we just got a good evening from Manila, from Anatoly.
Anatoly?
From Manila.
Hey,
which is very exciting.
I follow this guy on Insta. Hey Anatoly, thanks for tuning in.
So do I.
Man.
Yeah, thanks, man. So Arkham City Hugo came with his lab coat.
Yeah. He also has a syringe. I must have just fallen down there, so it must be in there somewhere. But this is a really nice figure, but balls deep in that era of DC collectibles where they had the clear pegs.
Oh no, so you don't want to move him at all.
Yeah. So if I articulate these legs,
snapping right off.
Yeah, especially after a cold winter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for the comment there, Anatoly.
Yes, great to see. So I like the lab coat look. It's a more unique look, but I think the head sculpt on this, which everyone's seen by now, is just perfect. Like absolutely nailed it. If this is the only Hugo Strange we get in the whole line, I'm pretty happy with it. It makes sense in context. So that's a nice one. I'm glad to have it. What else? I got I've got to review this. What?
Just quickly interrupt before you move on from Hugo.
Yes.
What do you think of this? I saw Dave Bautista's been in like whatever the media recently. He lost a bunch of weight apparently, big deal.
Yeah.
But and you know how like we're likely going to see him in a DC project, like because James Gunn and all that.
James Gunn. Yep. He'd make a mad Hugo Strange, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Right. Don't you think so?
Especially like the bald sideburns.
Yeah,
he would make. And he's got the glasses too. He actually would make an incredible Hugo Strange.
Dude.
If we're fan casting, you've implanted that in my head.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it'd be a while till we get to Hugo Strange, I reckon, but hopefully we do
Oh,
get there.
dude. Anatoly, planning to put a real watch on that clocking. If that's a custom that you actually have on the burner, mate, I am stoked to see that. Can you imagine that, Michael?
That'd be
Seriously.
mad. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
mad.
Oh, dude. So good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry, man. You had the world's finest out.
Oh no,
Show us
just like I've got to
show
I've
us
got to
the
review
world's
this.
finest, Michael.
Yes, there he is. Because not enough Batman and Superman in the line, so we've
Oh,
had
dude.
actually. You know what? We've actually already
You
had
can't
Speeding
say that.
Bullets,
This
haven't we?
week of all weeks, you can't say that.
I know it's Batman. It's our national holiday. Yeah, but
Yeah.
like it's using ironically the Speeding Bullets buck, which is the last time that we got a Batman Superman fusion character. So
Yeah.
it's the same, but it looks nice. I would have liked the platinum version if I could have swung it, but didn't get
Yeah.
lucky. I think the platinum is where it's at, but I'm looking forward. I'm going to crack
Honestly,
this open and review it.
I think I just prefer the standard.
Why?
Just because of the red boots, it looks more like it's half Superman with the red boots. With the green, it's like, well, what is that? Like kryptonite? Like that would kill him. So see,
I'm a
that's
real
what
sucker
you
for
don't want to hear
translucent.
logic.
I love translucent pieces. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
it's a bit of extra
yeah,
special. Anyway, but I'm
yeah.
going to review it. I might open it tonight if we have the time, and then I'll do like a mini review later, I reckon. And
Yeah.
do you want to show me what else you've got? Because I feel like I'm just doing all the showing off here.
So okay, this is a weird. This is a plushie, Michael.
All right.
But
Oh, holy shit.
yeah, dude,
Okay.
I couldn't not do it. It's the Treehouse of Horror crusty plushie,
Yeah.
and I mean, like you open him up on the back, dude, and um, he has the freaking good and evil switch. Like,
Oh man. Oh
can you
wow.
freaking believe
Okay.
that?
Is this
And
part of
like
that
he has
same?
him,
Is this Jax? Is this the same
this
range
is
as the rest of
Jax,
all the?
dude, Jax. So like I've just switched him to good, and right, we get a
Yeah,
nice line. Let's switch him to evil.
that's
Evil
pretty
laugh.
cool.
Yeah, so
That is amazing.
um, I have to have it switched to good because my kid
Your
is
son, yeah.
mesmerized. Yeah, mesmerized by this figure,
Okay.
and I don't want him to run around the house. He's
All
very
right. All
impressionable. I
right.
don't want him to
All
run
right.
around the house.
Being evil. Here's a
What's
question
this?
for you, David. Here's a question for you. You got kids. I've got kids. I told my son that he had hair like Bart Simpson the other day, and you know what he said to me? He's 9. He said, "Who?" And it occurred to me that The Simpsons is so far beyond
Yeah.
his pop culture understanding. It actually was painful. I'm like, my son doesn't understand who the Simpsons are, and he's not like it's just not a thing. And I'm like,
Would you watch it
do
with
I
him?
educate him? I think he'd find it like peak Simpsons, like season 4, 5, 6 onwards. I think he'd love it. I think he would
Yeah,
love it. I think it's still funny.
yeah,
It's still good. So I
yeah,
think there's a chance there. But the sheer fact that a 10-year-old boy, 9-year-old boy has no idea who Bart Simpson is kind of it's a little depressing, but, like, that's just
yeah.
life, I guess.
It's
But,
weird,
like,
isn't it?
does your kids have a clue who that is, like Krusty the Clown? Do they have any frame of reference for The Simpsons, or
My
what's
son
going on
does
there?
because as an irresponsible parent, I have had The Simpsons on around him before.
Right.
But, like, it was kind of like, maybe a couple months ago, I was like, "Oh, Harry, this is The Simpsons, bud." And so, like, I was like, "Let's put The Simpsons on." My wife was there and, we started watching The Simpsons, and then it kinda gets into it, and I look over and my wife's just like, highly inappropriate for our
Well,
children.
it's all over their
So
head, it's all over their head.
oh,
They won't
mate, yeah.
they won't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Well, that's the
Um,
thing, and that's exactly right. A lot of it went over my head as well. Mate, I reckon I learned most of,
you learn
most
about
of the
life, culture,
yeah,
cinema, literature, politics, everything you learn from The Simpsons, and I'm still coming across things today where I'm like, oh, that's what that thing on The Simpsons was about, like that. I'm still figuring it out. So, yeah, I got to get the kids into it. That's awesome, man. You've been reviewing a lot of that Simpsons stuff, and I've got to
yeah,
say, I'm not into like. I find The Simpsons when you render them in 3D, like in a toy, they weird me out ever so slightly with like the big bulging eyes and like they weird me out. But they do look pretty cool, and I am sort of tempted. What's that, Anatoly? Do we have the vampire Shazam? I don't.
Articulated neck, base, and head. No, I don't either. I've only got the vampire Howl, but I really want the Nightwing, and I really want the Joker as well, and the Superman. Did I tell
You want
you,
them all,
dude?
man?
I want to. Well, I read the first book of DC vs Vampires, and I really dug it.
Did you?
I think I told you I put an order in. I bought a bunch of figures at Pop Culture, and like weeks went by, and I was like, dude, what the hell is going on with Pop Culture? Where the hell is my order? I haven't received the notification. I haven't received anything.
Yep.
And I look through all my emails. There's no evidence of even my purchase. I look through my Pop Culture like orders. There's no evidence. Turns out I just didn't order them. Thought I did for weeks.
Like for everyone who might watch this later, Dave tells me a story like this every week. I just never paid an invoice. I just never followed through with an order. And I'm like, we are just different personalities, because I am like a freaky obsessive who checks the tracking on everything like daily. I can't relax. I've got like a list of everything I've ordered, when it's coming, the order number. Like I just live this highly obsessive life, and you're just like, oh yeah, I kind of dreamt that I ordered that fig. It'll be fine.
Yeah, dude. My kids are much younger than yours, though. Like,
I don't know that has anything to do with it. I think you're just much more relaxed
I'm like
than me.
sleepless at the moment, dude. I'm like just barely operating at 25% every day of my life.
It shows.
Thank you. I like to think I wear it well.
You do. Yeah, that's very cool. That's probably the coolest Simpsons thing I've seen yet, to be honest. The Good Evil feature is mad. That is mad.
I'll just cut in with another one just while we're on the Simpsons.
Show me. All right.
The Radiation Man.
That's a cool base.
Yeah, it is. Like, I think if it was bigger, it would be amazing. It's got a little light up chest, which is cool.
That's what she said.
If the background was bigger, that would be great. If the base was like thicker and like girthier.
Yeah.
No, if the base was bigger, I feel like the background was bigger. It would kind of go a little bit more of the way to like making it actually look like the cover, but it's a bit small. So
it is. I can see the scale. The scale is a little off. Like figure to background ratio is off. But for what it is, like how much did that set you back in Aussie dollars?
Like $50, dude.
So they could have gone harder. They could have gone a little harder. It's very cool, but you could want them to go a bit harder. I always like it when the background is just a little bit more panoramic, like a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I always annoys me when the background is the same width as the figure. So,
but that said,
cool.
like, great little figure, probably about like 5 inches, right? And 5 inches is enough, I'd say. Like, honestly,
plenty.
And my wife would also say the same thing.
Yeah, about your figures. Yep.
Maybe, No, but look at that base though. Like clear plastic for the explosion. Like they did kind of like they didn't cheap out on it. It's not just like
there's a lot of love there. But where the cost of it is it's small. It's small but delightful.
Yeah, small but delightful, I think.
Small but delightful.
Yeah. I've heard that before about
you have. Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So I'm like totally loving this Simpsons line, dude. I have all of the 5-inch line except for the 2 other deluxes. There's like Furious Homer and there's the Vampire Burns. And Vampire Burns comes with his coffin. He pops out of his coffin. Great figure.
Get it. You got it.
But now, no, those I don't have those 2 deluxes. I've got the Radiation Man and the other 5 inches, and I'm eyeing off the 2.5 inch as well. The little
there's 2.5. Oh man, nah.
Yeah, because there's the living room diorama, and it's just so good.
You can get into the dios. See, Yes. Okay. And what does a standard like 5-inch Simpsons figure set you back? Like not the deluxe,
The
or do they
5
come in
inches
pack?
at Kmart are like 22.
Okay,
The 5
that's
inches
all
are
right.
22. Not bad for Australia.
Yeah,
And then the 2.5s I think are $9 each, and they are
that's
articulated as well.
okay. That's mighty tempting then.
Yeah.
Just impulse a few of them. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool, man.
There's a whole Simpsons family plus the 2 pets for like 35, and then there's the
Yep.
Simpsons Dio for 35. So for $70, that's
You get yourself a little
a proper
Simpsons 2.5.
Dio.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is very cool. All right, no, I
Yeah.
can't get into another line. I just can't. I say that to myself, and then I fall into lines all the
Yeah,
time.
I mean,
But
that's it. Yeah. We'll see
yeah,
in freaking
6
what?
months.
Yeah, in 6 months
No,
when,
man. When all the Simpsons stuff's hard to find
Spin
and is worth
Masters do
thrill.
an amazing
When it,
Superman James Gunn Superman line.
well, no, look, I'm just speculating, but McFarlane is going to have awesome Superman Legacy. Is it still Superman Legacy or is it just Superman now?
No,
It might
it's
just be
Superman.
Superman, but they will have some awesome Superman movie toys. I'm speculating, so that'll be cool. Before I forget, my biggest purchase for the week is this. You're not even paying attention to my
Yeah.
toys,
No, I
which is the
thought
White
someone
Knight
was.
Mobile. Who's messaging you? Is it your wife saying shut up,
No,
come
it's
to bed?
actually another Michael.
You're just chatting to
Uh,
other Michaels while we're
yeah, yeah,
live.
yeah.
That is so
Sorry, mate.
rude. But
Um,
this is the
just to
Batmobile
answer
that no one's
Anatoly,
talking about.
oh,
Yes.
sorry. Just
No,
quickly,
cut me off.
just
Cut me
we
off.
actually never finished answering Anatoly. I don't, but I do want that Vampire Shazam. I do. You carry on. Sorry to interrupt. That
No, you.
Batmobile actually looks freaking gorgeous, and
So
I have no intention of buying it, but
here's the thing. Here's the
I'm,
thing.
I'm
I had
close.
no intention of buying it until I saw it on like fairly cheap on Amazon. Because
Yeah,
this thing in the United States, I think was retailing for like 90 US bucks, which is like 135. Might have been a bit more, which for the States is hugely expensive. In Australia, it was like 160, which is
yeah,
just too much for this, in my opinion. But it seems like, I know inflation and all that. But in the States, they were doing deals for like for 90 or 100 bucks, you got this and you got the White Knight 2-pack. So you get the couple of figures with it. And I think that's really what this needed, a White Knight Batman figure
included.
included.
Yeah,
And it would have been a much better package because a lot of people out there won't have the White Knight Batman.
yeah,
And so this is kind of just a hard, weird sell. It's just a weird
yeah.
choice to do a Batmobile. But the point I want to make is that I
Is
got
that
this
figure
because
hard to
yeah,
find these days, dude?
which White
The
Knight.
White Knight Batman.
The original White Knight with the cape is quite hard to find and expensive.
Yeah,
But the Azrael 2-pack, the one where he's got
yeah.
the
Sword.
swords,
Yeah,
that one you can still
flames.
get. You can get that really cheap, 2-pack for like 60 Aussie bucks or 50 Aussie bucks. You
Yeah.
get it cheap.
Is that with the
It's a
the
good
the
figure.
metal the silver Azrael?
No, it's the black and gold Azrael.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe I should
2-pack.
get that.
You should, because the Azrael figure is actually pretty cool. I
Yeah.
stupidly sold mine to a mutual friend of mine, I think. Luke, if you see this later, I think I sold it to you, Luke. But
Okay.
yeah, but I
Luke
recently
N.
Luke N, yeah. But I
Yeah, he's a
recently
good
bought
boy.
White Knight Batman again, just because I got this. So I got White Knight Batman again. Green Rock hooked me up with one of those. But I got this because what realistically, I want to put this to you, what is the odds that we ever see a 7-inch scale White Knight Batmobile ever again? Maybe 10%, 20%?
But like, is that a reason to like go and
What?
buy it?
What?
You know what I mean?
Yes,
And
I,
like,
I
I,
think
I,
so,
I
man.
totally get that logic, but like, as someone that's like on the fence and like probably doesn't need much to like be pushed to buy it, but like, I'm just
Yeah,
being devil's advocate. Yeah, really.
yeah. It's the sort of it looks to me like one of those releases that at the time it releases, everyone is like, "Do I really need a White Knight Batmobile?" And then it disappears, and like 5 to 10 years later, you're not going to get another 7-inch White Knight Batmobile. And
Yeah, yeah,
all of a
yeah.
sudden, it gets this like aura of that really cool big Batmobile. I want to open this later. I want to have a look, and I'll tell you if it actually is any good. But it just struck me as one of those things that like we're going to get an '89 Batmobile again at some point. Like, we're going to get all the movie stuff you can count on seeing again. The animated series Batmobile that's going to be released every 10 to 15 years for the rest of our lives. But like, is anyone going to bother with White Knight? And that's why to me it was
Yeah,
just like it's one of those weird little like I just have to get this kind of deal. So
yeah,
I stupidly did it. That's how I've justified it to myself, David. But
yeah.
anyway, don't talk
Just
me
stop
down.
calling me David, mate. It's Dave.
You'll always be David to me, David.
Look, I think I do really want that Batmobile. But you know what? I always also really wanted the White Knight Bat Cycle. That thing is freaking gorgeous, man. Always
Okay,
wanted that.
all right, man. So that White Knight Bat Cycle right now, hard to find. You'll pay $60 for it. Okay, this
Aussie.
Batmobile was up. Yeah, 60 Aussie bucks. If you
Oh
can find,
yeah.
that's a good
Oh,
price. That's a
you're
good price.
comparing. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm just saying that thing you'll find it for 60 Aussie bucks. Fair. This was like $100. If you can get this for $100, I feel like I might open it up and think it's actually a hunk of crap. But I'm assuming that
Yeah.
it's as good as it looks. hundred
Stop trying
bucks.
to
Like
convince me, dude. You're
I just
doing
think
an
you should.
you're doing
Hey,
a
mate, can I tell you? It was
good job.
$107 on Amazon last week. It is now 156 again. Keep an eye on it.
Oh,
It'll drop
yeah.
down again, and then it'll disappear. It'll drop down. It'll sell out, and that will be it for White Knight. You know what? I
Yeah.
reckon it's actually still in stock at a lot of our local favorite Aussie retailers. I have a feeling that it'll move. It'll go on sale
Yeah.
in the next, 6 to 12 months. Keep an eye out. I reckon if you see it on sale, it could be a good buy. But I'll open it up later and I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'll give
Okay.
you the down
Well, I'm
low.
looking forward to seeing your live take on it, man. I might
Yeah,
just go through some of these comments, man. Anatoly
please
said, I
do.
got some DC and vampires and converting them to a Monster Force inspired line. That sounds freaking sick.
Nice. Pictures
Um,
when have you?
yeah, I know. Hey, yeah, wow, I really need to have that White Knight Batmobile. I don't need to hear that, Anatoly. I really
No, he
don't need to hear
does. He does. David's
that.
missing out. David's not seeing the forest for the trees. Anatoly, you get it. You should get it. I don't know what prices for
Mate.
DC are like in Manila, but you should get it.
Yeah, nice. He gave that that
The two
White
pack White
Knight,
Knight.
the Super White Knight, the cloth cape. That would be sick. I wonder if
See,
it's got a wired cape. Let us know if you gave it a wired, man. Anyone that's like customed a wired cape just has,
my respect.
yeah, just like a very high level of respect
Skill. I,
to me.
I know.
Yeah,
I know a few good customizers who make some beautiful capes, and I'm just like, I don't know where these people find the skill, and do they just sit there with like a sewing machine or something? I don't know.
yeah,
Anyway, I admire it, but it could never be me.
yeah.
If Todd
Dude, we
doesn't
got to
make them
talk
right,
about. Yeah,
then
hey, we got to talk
I'm
about.
stuck with it.
Yeah, we have to bring up Rob D's cape swap. Did you see that?
Yes, I did. Just to be clear, what we're talking about, it's the
So
cape
good.
swap between Hugo Strange and the Adam West Batman, which is behind me in the cupboard. But Adam West, for those who don't know, has a very, very long, wide cape that's far too long for Adam West, and Hugo Strange has a very, very short cape for the buck that he's on. And so the prevailing theory is that there was some sort of mix-up at the factory. I don't know if I agree with
Yeah.
that, but
Oh man, I totally
Rob
buy
D
that.
has. Well, it makes it look.
Yeah.
They're in the same sort of assortment, coming out at the same time. I would not be shocked if the capes just made it onto the wrong figures at some point. And he swapped them around. This is Rob D Toys on
Yeah.
Instagram, and I know that D Hunter, the YouTuber, did the same thing,
Yeah.
and they
Anatoly
both
just
came up
mentioned
with
that in the chat.
yeah, exactly. He also did the swap, and I deeply respect their skill and determination. But you can kind of tell it sits a little bit awkwardly, and I think D Hunter had to like glue it down a bit. And once I hear glue and stuff, I'm just out. Like that's just too much for me to deal
I
with.
know, dude.
I don't fuck with glue.
I go into like gluing anything with the best of intentions,
It always
and I
ends up a
just
mess.
dude, I just end up with freaking super glue like everywhere. My
Yeah,
thumbs
on
super
your
glued to the back
fingers.
of my head.
There's
Yeah.
big splotches on the figure that you try and rub off, and it just smudge. Anyway, I just hate it, so
Yeah.
I can't do it. But I respect those who do. Yeah, very, very
But
cool.
but that cape swap is, I feel like, almost like you're fixing something, right? Like, because that's probably what happened. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're making the figures as they should have been, because that 66 cape is ridiculously long. It's
Ridiculous.
far too long.
My
And
experience reviewing that figure was I saw the box and I'm like, this is awesome. And then
yeah,
I opened it. I'm like, this is awesome. And I pulled the cape through that back of the shell and I looked at it and I'm like, what the
was it
hell
like
has he done? Oh yeah, I'm just like reeling the cape through and I'm like, what is this? And I'm looking at it and then I go and like I get my phone in between recording takes and I look up Adam West Batman on thing and a Google image and yeah, the cape goes up like to his neck down to his knees and I'm like, how on earth do you look at the source material? You're designing it. How do you end up here? So a mistake seems very likely to me, but
yeah, oh yeah,
anyway,
yeah. Dude, let's get into oh, just quickly, I'll just show
yeah.
off something else I picked up recently. I was looking for this guy everywhere,
Mm,
and he was totally sold out. I could not find him anywhere here. I didn't want to order off Ali because he was like $70, and then he just
yep,
popped up on Amazon, dude. So I picked him up, paid like 40
yep.
bucks, next day shipping, bish bosh
There he
bash.
is.
And now my 90s JLA line is complete. Check my Insta
Complete.
reels if you want to see me put this final piece into that puzzle. But for like rebirth flash reuse again,
Yeah.
it's bloody good, man.
Yeah,
Like
that head
it's a
sculpt
nice
freaks me out a
figure.
bit. He gives me the Sinisters, man. I don't know.
He
It's
does,
very
yeah.
it's almost Jokerized. It's so
Yeah,
put him up close. Can I see him?
yeah. I'll
Let me
tilt the
see.
head down.
Let me see his horrifying visage. Yeah, like that is sinister. That is like Professor Zoom
That
sinister
is.
to me. But
Look,
I
what if
get
I just tilt the head up? See, tilt the head up.
a bit
He's
happier.
happy. Tilt it down. I'm gonna steal your kids.
Yeah, darkness. Yeah, I'm the cause of all your pain. I'm the cause of all your pain, Barry. It was
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yeah,
See,
that's what
look,
it gives me.
smiling.
I
He's
don't.
happy.
Yeah,
He's happy, mate.
it's look. I've been tempted by that figure as well. I got to say. But I
I
have
like
so
it.
many. I've already got a Wally, and I know it's not the '90s. It's not the JLA Wally, but I feel
Yeah.
like I'm all Wallied out.
I just, well, I mean, you are a Wally, so that would
Thank
explain
you.
it.
Yep.
Well,
Mhm.
look, I just love that it's like pre-new 52 flash colors. We got that like that deep crimson kind of vibe going rather than the bright red. It
It
is,
is
right?
nice.
Yeah. It's darker than the Flashpoint Barry, and it's darker than the Rebirth Flash, I'm pretty sure. So the
Nice.
Rebirth Wally, I should say. So I'm happy to have that guy.
$40. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also,
for two or three of those, you could have got the White Knight Batmobile, but
yeah.
still a good pickup.
Well, jeez.
Yeah.
Why don't I
Yeah.
just share tab, head over to Amazon right now and
No, it's
order
156
myself?
bucks now. Don't do it now. We
Let's
should.
check.
It'll be
Let's check.
$156. Anyway, I wish I knew how to
We'll check
vamp while
right
you're
now.
just looking shit up on Amazon.
What didn't we already have? Didn't we already have Prime Day this year?
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like we
It's
already had
always
Prime
Prime
Day
Day. It's always Prime Day. Every day is
somewhere in the
Prime Day.
world.
Somewhere in the world. That's right.
White Knight Batmobile. After this, I think maybe we should have a little look at Insta.
Yeah, let's look at some
109,
recently
dude.
revealed. 109.
109.
It was 156 earlier today, so I think you'd be stupid not to buy it personally, but that's just me. Anyway, I'll open it and I'll let you know if it's good. This
Is
is
that
good
coming up?
television. Nah,
Yeah.
all I see is white, but I believe you, mate. I don't. You're credible. 109 bucks. It's a pretty good price. I
Yeah.
think I'm going to open it later, and I'll tell you if it actually. What I can tell you is the box is huge and it's heavy, which it was always a good sign when the box
That's good,
weighs a
yeah.
ton.
That was like the
But
Tumblr.
yeah,
That was like the Tumblr when I
and
was
here, hey, Dave, look at the comments.
yeah. I just quickly, Anatoly said he's working on 10 figures at the same
The
time
same
at the
time,
moment. So it'll
I
be a
know
while before we see that clock king, but yeah. Elusive Entertainment, do it, Dave. That's Luke N,
that is Luke
local
N.
fella
G'day,
from
Luke
me.
N.
G'day, Luke. Yeah, do it, Dave. just stop, Luke. Just no. Okay.
No, you're
You
right,
don't
Luke.
need this.
So before I bought the White Knight Batmobile, I asked this guy, Luke. I said, "Is it worth it?" He said, "Yes." So I bought it. So we're just trickling down to you,
Well,
David. It's just
that's it.
this is organic. This is word of mouth. This is organic marketing. This is how
Yeah,
it's done.
yeah.
Anyway, I
I'm a
don't know if it's
fool
worth it
to
yet, but
resist, is what you're saying. I'm a fool to resist.
so Anatoly is telling us here it's $100 in Manila for that. So what's that in Aussie dollars, David? That's about $150.
Do you know what else he says?
What?
That's a really good
Really
price.
good price. 107 Aussie dollars. Anatoly is about that's about 65 US dollars.
Yeah.
65 US bucks. Dave could get the White Knight Batmobile, and he just refuses to. It's actually an insult to everyone in Manila. Just saying.
I see the logic.
This scotch is good. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, this beer is good. I might have to run out and grab another one,
no,
and we
no,
can just
don't you
run the
leave me. At
show.
least leave me with some reveals to talk about. Because there's
Yeah.
been a shitload revealed this week.
Yeah.
Like I
Just
can't even keep
quickly,
up.
well, I actually, yeah, let's go to share screen. I'm not
Oh,
gonna.
let's see if David can figure this out on the fly.
Yeah, let's do this. I was just about to say I'm not gonna.
Let's look at Dave's emails.
I'm not
Let's
gonna
look at that.
commentate. I'm not gonna commentate while I'm switching
No,
over. Do you see that now, Mike?
I do. It's beautiful. You've done a great job.
Oh, thanks, sweetheart.
You're not idiotic at all. You're
Yeah,
not incompetent and bumbling. You are so proficient technically.
thank you.
Show
All right. So
show me the
should we
toys.
should we go back a couple of days to?
Well, there's been a whole bunch of stuff, hasn't there? I mean, do we
Yeah,
want to talk? I don't know. Do we want to talk about the? I mean, like a lot of stuff's out there in the wild now. I feel like
yeah.
I want to talk about all these new Batmans because we got a
Well,
bucket load of.
should we go? All right. Why don't we start at the Batman's and we'll work back to these page punches?
Well, do
Because
you want to
I've
talk
got
about? Let's talk. No,
something.
no, no. Let's talk about the page punches. Let's walk.
All right.
Let's go chronologically because we got to move on. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, this is beautiful stuff.
yeah. I've got something to say about these page punches.
All right.
That
Yeah. Well.
that Robin is bloody stunning. Can I just say?
Yeah.
I really, really, really want that Robin, and I have that Robin coming to me currently, on its way to
Beautiful.
me, nice and early. Hopefully, I get a nice and early review. Get those subs up over on YouTube. If
Yes.
you're not subscribed, guys,
Subscribe to
do me
David,
a favor.
please.
Watch some more
David
videos.
gets so happy. We get so
Okay.
happy when the little
Oh.
number goes up. So just subscribe. Yeah. No, I hope you do get the early. I hope you get the early review because I think that's going to be a very popular figure.
Yeah, but and it's a big but.
I cannot lie.
Yeah, it's the bloody platinum, which is just not.
So, do we have a photo of the platinum? We don't. For those who haven't seen the platinum of this Robin, it's the same figure essentially. It's got white sleeves and a white cape
Yeah.
and hood, which it's directly from the comics. All right, it is directly from the comics, and it's the League of Assassins cloak mixed with the stolen Robin costume, and he wore it, I think, for like an issue or two, right?
Yeah.
And
I
I
think it
like
was
it. I think it's very cool.
only for one issue, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was only for one issue. I think he just steals it. He steals the tunic
Yeah.
and he busts out of the Batcave and
Yeah.
I think he kills some bad guys or something. It's been a while since I've read Morrison's Batman, but
Yeah.
the problem is it's just that, but without the hood. Now, I
No.
just wish
It's got the hood, right? They've both got hoods, right?
No, it doesn't, dude.
Which doesn't have a hood?
Does it have a hood that?
Which, the figure or the comic design?
No, the figure.
The figure has a hood.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Both versions have a hood. Look at this figure. Look, can we zoom in, David? Let's get JFK assassination on this. Yeah. That's it. There it is. I think it looks actually really nice, to be honest. I think it makes a big, like, it stands out from all the other Damians. Because I don't know about you, but I've got 2 Damians on my shelf already.
Yeah,
So
I currently have 2 as well. But yes, that will definitely stand out. That's unique, but that's not the freaking Robin that I want to display with my.
Okay. But if
Batman
you put
Reborn.
the little white hood, yeah, well that's it. So if you've got that Dick Grayson Batman, which I just reviewed on my channel the other day, go check it out if you haven't seen my review. It's not
Yeah.
exactly early, but that is a great figure, and I
Good
do
review,
get.
by the way.
Thank you. It's very annoying. I do get the the mental pain of not having sort of the cover art Batman and Robin that kind of go together. But I think that is a really awesome outfit, and it does have a hood. Both versions have a wired hood, just like Ragman. So
Okay. If he does
yeah,
come with, if he comes
he
with a
does.
white hood,
He does.
then that's redeemed the figure for me.
Well, 90. I am very confident. So let's watch his space. But I think that
Wow.
will give it a real point of difference on the shelf. So I think you're fine with the platinum. Sorry, the platinum of that.
Yeah.
So Deathstroke. This is the one. This is the one that I want to rant about, right? Because first off, we're talking page punches, and historically, what has page punches sort of meant for you?
All right.
For me,
Out there
you tell me.
designs.
You tell me. Out there
Right.
designs. What else?
Out there designs, big bulky figures, extra plastic, big swings, right?
New
New sculpt,
sculpts. That's it.
new sculpts.
Crazy designs, new sculpts with original comic books. And now Page Puncher seems to have become another way to re-release old figures, and just with a comic book. And I think that kind of sucks.
I'm so shitty. I'm so
Yeah,
shitty because
I think
this
it
guy is
sucks
also coming to me, and I didn't realize until after I paid for him
that it's the
that
same
he's
as the DC Rebirth
all
Deathstroke that was
freaking
been out for like
reused.
3 years.
Yeah.
This is better. This is, you got an extra head, you got extra weapons, and the paint is better. But if you got a photo of the Platinum, Dave?
There's no
But
photo
no.
of
So there,
the platinum,
it's
no.
the Platinum is out there. It's out in Hong Kong. Photos are released. The bloody Platinum figure has panel lines painted. The head sculpt has like a black eye patch. It's so good looking,
Yeah.
and I just don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why Todd does this.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a fine figure, but it's not a Page Punches.
Yeah.
It's just a
I
re-release of
actually
Deathstroke.
I had a look at both, and I did ask for the platinum. I was like, "Can I swap to a platinum?" And our buddy was like, "No, it's sold out." So, to be honest with you, I'm happy with the
The
regular.
reg,
I think he looks personally. I think he looks better.
then the plat. Let me see if
Um,
I can pull up the plat.
yeah, go on.
So, sorry about the big text on it, but I just think, I mean, if you judge a figure by like how much paint it's got,
Hold on,
it's got
I'm gonna full
it's got
screen you.
full
Let's
screen
go
me.
wild. I'm gonna full screen you. Uh, freaking how do I do that? Here we go. Let's solo.
There we go.
Yes, he's
So,
worked it out.
Platinum Deathstroke has all this beautiful panel lining that matches a lot of the art I've seen, which I just think brings the sculpt to life. Like, it's a fine sculpt, but it's kind of hidden under just sort of simple plastic. So I think that looks really good. And the
Yeah,
head sculpt has the black eye patch with
yeah.
the strap and the grey eyebrows. I think personally it looks way better. And I don't know.
Oh,
I just
does the
don't.
regular have the black and orange? He does
No,
have the black and
no,
orange
no. Wait, what do you mean the black and orange?
on the mask, the half and half, or is it
Oh,
all?
yeah, yeah. No, no.
It
It's
does,
it's the
yeah,
mask is the same idea. I just think the paint just has a little bit more punch
yeah,
on this one, and I think the eye patch looks better. I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like there's, with all the platinums and it's getting a bit wild out there with the McFarlane figures, and yeah. Anyway, you're going to review that guy? He's going to come early?
Well, I mean, yeah. I
Not
mean,
as
I got him
exciting, I
early.
guess.
I got him early. I bloody paid the extra money to get him early. I might as well
You
freaking
might as well
review him.
review him. You can send him to
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
Look, so I think Robin, I feel like this guy paid for Robin. Like, this guy's just the subsidizer, or the, amortizing the cost of the new sculpt for Robin. But
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Speaking of Robin, Earth 2, what do you think?
I don't have a lot of affinity for this design, but I do. I've got the rest of like the kind of Crisis. I've got Earth 2 Superman. I've got I don't know. I just feel like I had to have him. So it doesn't
Um,
excite me hugely, but I'm happy to get it. And I like the other head sculpt, the one that's not photographed there. There is an alternate head that I like a lot more. Um, and of course, I do like the wide cape as well. As soon as I see a wide cape, I get a little bit tempted. I'm easily won over, I guess.
yeah. I think that it's a shame that the Huntress that they just put out is
Yep.
obviously what's the Hush. The regular is the Hush version, but then the Platinum
Mm.
is just an alternate version of Helena Bertinelli. I was convinced that the Platinum was the Helena Wayne, which
Yeah.
is a partner of this Robin.
You were having a debate with me about this. I think they're both
Yeah, I was
Bertinelli.
convinced, dude. I thought that she was the Earth 2 Huntress. Yeah,
Yes.
the daughter of Bruce Wayne and Catwoman. And
Yes.
so that would just, I mean, you could just, get the Platinum and stand her
And
next to him,
pretend.
because that line design is inspired by the Earth 2 Huntress.
Yeah.
Whereas the
But
Hush has the cross design.
on it, yeah. I think this looks good. I think this it looks fine. Is it the Nightfall buck or the Blue Beetle buck, David? Can you tell?
Doesn't that look like freaking
Speeding Bullets a little bit.
what's Black Lightning, dude? Look at the
Speeding
belt.
Bullets. Is that Black Lightning's belt? Is that Speeding Bullets belt? No way.
Yeah.
Does he have the ridges on the shoulder? That's the giveaway. There's like ribbed for his pleasure
Here.
on the
No, there's
arms.
no
Yeah.
ribs for his pleasure.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what that is. That might be. Doesn't look like Blue Beetle. Anyway, it looks okay. It's the colors look nice-ish. But can we look at the other Fidgetal, because it's the other Fidgetal that I think really gets me going.
This bloke right here.
This bloke right here, Fidgetal
That
Joker.
broken back, and here you have the best DC Multiverse Joker. I reckon
He's right.
He's right.
He's right. This is my mind's eye Joker from the comics. This is that Silver Age, perfect. Beautiful.
It's very nice. I mean, it's probably we've got that. We've had that buck before, haven't we?
Oh, it's very, yeah. This is a modified Infinite Frontier Joker, I think.
No, that's the same as the
Punchline Joker. This is similar to that, right?
Different torso.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's a regular flower. The Punchline has a wilted. Can you see that?
Yes, I can. So what's this with the tails? What Joker is this?
One of the three.
The three Jokers. None of the three Jokers had a cravat. Oh, maybe the clown did actually. Is this just the clown again? It might be the clown from Three Jokers. I can't tell.
It's not.
So what is it?
I don't know. Could it? It's just so. It just can't be a new buck, can it?
No, it's not. It's a mix. I reckon it's a mix of existing things. But the point is, it looks pretty banger to me.
Good. Yeah, it's so good.
It's got the cane. I really love that head. The head sculpt makes it. So, that's a must buy. Yeah,
she's a beauty, man. Love that. All right, let's go on. Let's.
How many Jokers you up to?
Dude, oh wait, what could it be? No, I was thinking maybe it was that the Silvestri one, the one that came in the big black box.
The one that
on the name.
The Gimp Mask Joker.
Mask Joker, yeah. Deadly Duo.
Deadly Duo, yeah.
No, it's not that.
No. So Luke, Elusive Entertainment reckons it's the Death in the Family, but with a vest. But I think you're right, man. But the point is, it's got a vest. I think it is a mix and match of various parts. I think, and which is fine. I like that.
Death in the Family, but with a vest. It's not.
No. Oh, no. Luke, you've made David get up from his chair. I'm just like, yeah, maybe it is, but you're like, he's going to go and check. He's going to go and fact check.
This, Luke, you dickhead. No, just kidding. It's not. It's a different flower.
All right. They're eating
Yeah.
the dogs.
I also thought it was, but the flower's on the other side, right? And, it's a different
Hmm.
flower.
It's a
Modified,
different smell.
he's got a waistcoat, and his shoulders are more square, the Fidgetal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which
But this
reminds me
I
of the
this
reminds
might
me
be
of
my
Page
favorite
Punches a little
Joker, I
bit.
think.
What,
What's
Death in
that?
the Family?
Death in the Family might be my favorite Joker.
I think Punchline Joker 2-pack might be the best, but that's a sec. That's pretty close. And then what about the comedian? Don't know. There's some good Jokers. He's done some good
Not bad.
Jokers.
I've had a, comedian in DC Direct that like a beautiful comedian figure for the longest time. So I was just like, "Eh, okay, I've got this guy again." So I didn't really that didn't hit as much as
Fair
harder as
enough.
it hit for a lot of other people.
Fair enough.
Let's go back to Commander Steel. Are we good with
Yeah.
Silver Age Joker?
Yeah. Yeah. He's a banger.
Well, this is cool because we're getting more for our Justice Society, our
Yep.
JSA.
Happy with that.
Yeah, so he can
And
go
I'm
next to our Hawkman and Jay.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep. I look, and I've got to say, I'm banging this drum a lot, but I'm just happy to see. Usually, when Todd goes for the sort of spandex superhero, he goes straight for that Blue Beetle Booster Gold body buck, and we see it
Yeah.
over and over and over for the spandex. But
Yeah.
I do like this. That's that Speeding Bullets body again, but he's heavily modified it. He's fixed the belt, and obviously, I just think this is that's like a classic case of sensible reuse. The only thing that doesn't gel, I don't know if Commander Steel's meant to have those sort of ribs on the legs and the arms, but you can kind of, I can kind of look past it. I think it's just got really nice heroic proportions. What is I'm Fraser saying? You love the JSA, but not a fan of the eyes. Yeah, are the eyes just white? Is that the deal?
Yeah, but isn't that interesting? So you can actually see skin around the eyes, but then the eyes are just blank, which is weird. He's
It is
right. Like,
sinister looking. It's a weird,
yeah,
sinister look,
yeah. Thanks, Fraser.
but but
Um,
it's not. I don't think it's
yeah,
bad. It's just it's a look, and it's weird.
yeah. I'll
um,
still get it because I'm freaking hopeless and I have to build out my JSA. But
correct.
that is it. Yeah.
So
But look,
my thing with go
easy,
on.
easy, easy fix for any customizer. But yeah, well
What
beyond my
you're gonna get a
wheelhouse of
shot? What are you gonna do, mate? Get a Sharpie and draw a big pupil in these?
exactly what I was thinking, mate.
Don't you do it? Don't you do it? It looks so funny. Actually, do it and share the results. Yeah, but no, I'm definitely getting Commander Steel. I don't know how you collect, but my ethos for collecting is any new character that we haven't had in the line, I kind of have to get, even if they don't excite me. Like, we got that
Oh yeah,
Fire figure recently. I
yeah,
don't care
yeah,
about
yeah.
Fire at all. Have to expand. Like, I just
Oh,
have to have like
I
one of
love that
every
fire.
character.
That
This is
that
nothing to
fire.
me.
Oh, she's great.
Doesn't mean anything to me. But I
Yeah.
had to get her.
Now, of all these latest reveals, this might have me the most excited, and it's not.
Really,
Yeah, it's not for anything super exciting. Like we've seen that body before. It looks like we've got an awesome new head sculpt on this
the head is amazing. Yep,
Sinestro.
yep.
But dude, I'm all about
The
an
accessory.
accessory.
Yep,
Love a
yep,
freaking parallax parasite
yep.
accessory.
You know what's fun? These are I've ordered this figure solely because I love the head sculpt and I want that
Yeah,
parallax
yeah,
parasite construct.
yeah,
I'm an easy mark, man. I'm an easy
yeah.
mark. But I do think so. The one
Did
thing
you
about this
order him
figure,
locally?
yeah, local. I
Yeah,
got him from my good mates at Green Rock Comics. So,
yeah, gotcha.
but he's available at most of the local Aussie guys. And it looks pretty cool. I do wish it was metallic golden paint or yellow paint instead of that plastic. But I think I have to give
Yeah.
up. I think it looks good enough. I think it looks perfectly good enough. So definitely getting him.
Our friend Luke with the shadowing in that pic, he looks cross-eyed. Yeah, are you talking about the
The
Nestro?
Nestro. Let's have a look.
He kind
Look,
of does.
look. He's concentrating really hard. You know what, Luke? You look
Yeah.
cross-eyed, okay, mate? All right. Go easy. Go easy.
You
Hopefully he
know what?
doesn't look like that in real life.
I've spoken to Luke in person,
Yep,
and he is cross-eyed.
he
So
is. There you go.
sorry,
So he would
Luke.
know.
Sorry, Luke. I'm saying it on the internet, mate.
Yeah. Oh, Commander Steel.
I'm
What,
saying
mate,
Commander.
dude, how can you be cross-eyed when you have no pupils?
Oh, wait, let's have a look. Wait,
What are you
the
talking about?
Sinestro kind of did look cross-eyed
Yeah.
there.
How does he look cross? He's not. Oh, I suppose if you look at the corners of
With
his
the
eyes.
shadowing.
Yeah. You know what? You're derailing our show, Luke, with your absolute nonsense. Okay. Yes, he does look cross-eyed, but no, he won't in real life. Look,
Yeah.
mate.
This is one that is this is one that is also coming early for me, and I am excited
Oh,
to.
you ordered him as well over. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Well, look forward to that early review.
yeah. Hopefully, super early, and we've got our friend, our friends over at Culture Shock Collectibles, likely
Yes.
Michael, stunning fig. I agree with you, man.
Stunning.
I
Yeah, it
agree
is a
with you.
stunning fig.
Yeah. I wonder, Michael, are you a big, not you, Michael, Michael at Culture Shock, are you a big
Oh,
DC guy? I'm pretty sure I've seen some of your cabs, but just wondering if you're a big DC guy, man. Let us know. Into Batman territory, dude.
yeah. Okay. Let's start with the big one.
I thought we were doing
Oh
penis
no.
reveals
Yeah,
later.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. Let's start here. So this is an interesting one.
Did you not catch what I just said?
No, what did you say? I don't listen
Don't
to
worry
half the
about it,
things you say.
mate.
All right,
Don't
all right.
worry
Okay,
about it. You can
okay.
catch
Was
it on the replay.
yeah, in my endo. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So this
Um,
one, this is an easy pass for me for a number of
yeah.
reasons. This is the Neo. What was it? Batman Beyond Neo Gothic. Is that the comic it's from?
Neo Gothic, yeah.
I love the wing design. I got to say, but
I like the chest, man. That upper
the
chest
chest
looks
looks
sick.
rad too. This is
Yeah.
this is the John Kent body again, isn't it?
Um,
Looks like John Kent to me with
Definitely
that torso.
those square knees say John Kent. But what's
Yeah.
that diaper piece? Someone let me know what that diaper piece was
Is it a
the other
reuse or
day.
something? Is it?
It's a reuse. I think
I
that diaper
just
piece is reuse. Yeah.
it doesn't that body's never been one of my faves, and the head sculpt doesn't excite me. I don't know why. Oh, is it the Titans Nightwing belt? Hold on.
I don't think it is. That Nightwing's front and center.
Okay, so if it's is it the Titan? Yeah, well, Titan Nightwing is on the John Kent.
Oh,
It
is
is.
it?
It is. It's
Oh,
Titans
okay.
Nightwing is Titans Nightwing is John Kent, and it's exactly the same, but he's got some gnarly red paint on his diaper. So this body has never been like it's fine. It serves its purpose for the skinny guys, but it's not one of my favorites. And I've got that original Batman Beyond figure that came in the Bath wave, and a few years ago. It's gonna it's gonna do me just fine.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't like the face either. I got to say, at least the shot that they released. I don't like the look of the head sculpt all
Yeah.
that much. It's just not one of my favorites.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
he looks freaking Giga Chad, man.
he's
Do
got
you
that
know?
square jaw. He looks like so.
Oh
My my
God, what is
my
that?
my good friend Pack Photos. Check out his YouTube and his Insta. He said that he looks like Joe Swanson from Family Guy. I don't know. Do you know how I'm talking with a big square jaw?
He does,
Dude,
but and like the mouth is like strangely sideways. Like, what is up with
yeah,
that? That's really, really
it's a weird
strange.
look for Terry, and it's a
Do
weird
you know
look
what
for
it looks?
Terry.
It honestly looks like they've photoshopped the mouth inside of that. It looks like that mask was like hollow, almost like a prototype, and they've just like photoshopped the mouth in,
It's
but
awkward. Uh,
they accidentally like rotated it like 15 degrees or
so
something.
I wonder how much of this is just a really awkward photo,
Yeah.
and it might look
Yeah,
better
same
in
here.
sort of a more direct.
Yeah,
It's a good photo, other than the way the head looks. So I just
yeah.
wonder. Anyway, it's not a buy for me. I've got to
So,
say.
yeah.
Um,
I'm on the fence, dude. I think that like those wings and that chest just look bang on, man. But how many freaking Batman Beyonds do I need? Like I've got the that
do
like
you have any?
shriek.
Do you have any? Do you have any multiverse ones?
The Shriek. Yeah, I've got the Shriek
Yeah.
Wave. Yeah.
You mean the Joker bot?
The Joker bot. Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
that, and I've got the Bat Woman Beyond.
Yeah.
And I mean they're like essentially like the same figure, except one's
Yeah.
got
So the
boobies.
reason he's releasing this now is because we are about to get. It's no secret. It's been leaked many
Oh
times.
yeah,
We're going to get a Batman Beyond Batmobile
yeah,
coming quite soon. So they are getting some more Batman Beyond figs out there just to sort of butter us all up for that. So that is why he's doing it, and I support him. I guess if because that Batman Beyond Batmobile should be something beautiful. Let's wait and see.
yeah. Thanks
Yeah.
for your last comment, Fraser. He was that what you were responding to before, Mike?
Yes, the
When you were saying
Titans
something
Nightwing
about-
belt. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same. It's the same sculpt as John Kent. Yeah.
I'll just go back to what Culture Shock said. Yeah, love my DC figures, mainly Hot Toys, but also have a lot of DC Direct and McFarlane. Dude, DC Direct was my line for years. I've got such a good DC Direct collection, but I've only got one shelf of DC Direct because I just want to have all my Black Series and Multiverse on display. But yeah, love DC Direct. We'll go back to
Sorry,
Luke here.
I'm just dropping stuff everywhere, man.
No, man. Would have preferred that they used the Beyond body again, if anything. Yeah,
Yeah,
rather than the bloody
John Kent
Superboy.
again. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. That
I,
original Batman Beyond was fine.
I don't mind that buck. It's just like it's the weird squarish knees that is just it's just a weird choice.
Yeah.
Let's move
Can we
on,
talk
man.
about the good one? So let's
This
talk about
one
the good
right
one.
here? Yeah.
Yeah, I love this so much. Silver Age Batman with
So good,
Ace.
dude.
So
Yeah.
good. And I'm chasing up my sources, but for all the Aussie viewers, there are a few here tonight. It's not confirmed for release in Australia yet. Doesn't mean it's not coming, but it's definitely not confirmed. And
Yeah.
I don't think it's been offered for retail yet. But so
Yeah.
I'm following it up, and I'll report back if I hear anything. But if this doesn't come locally, I'll be really disappointed because I think it's going to be extremely popular.
Yeah.
To me, this is my mind. Like this is kind of there's a few different Batman looks that appear in my mind if I close my eyes. This is kind of one of them. Like this is like an
Yeah.
archetypal
Yeah.
look for me with the shadowing on the cowl,
Yeah.
the black shadowing. Just I love it, and it's on that buck, which is the best Batman buck they've
This
got
is one of the
going.
Batman that Carl Jung described in his book of archetypal Batman, wasn't it?
Silver Age Batman, yeah,
Yeah, Silver
one of
Age
the
Batman.
classic
It's one of the
archetypes.
archetypes. Yeah.
Do you not dream about Silver Age Batman? I dream about Silver Age
Yeah.
Batman.
That means we want to have. No, wait, that was Freud. I was going to say something about our mothers.
No, Freud's the mummy's boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of mummy's good boy, that bloody ace right there. Look at that.
I love it.
So good. And he's got
Yeah.
one paw raised. We're not going to get any freaking articulation out of this.
You're always bitching about the articulation of the animal
Dude,
sidekicks.
I'm spoiled by G.I. Joe Classified, dude.
Yeah,
Hasbro
that released them.
man.
That released them for like $60 a piece, right?
Well, they're always in a 2-pack, and the 2-pack is like 100 plus.
Correct.
Yeah.
This is an accessory, brother. It's not it's an accessory. Like
brother, I would pay
you're
my price for that, brother.
I would not. I'm happy with a cheapy accessory. Keep it at $50, $40, and just give me a nice little ace for the.
Hey,
Oh,
we got
thanks,
someone
man.
from Canada.
Canada.
Thank you, man. My first time live. Thank you for saying it's a great show. I really appreciate that, dude.
I mean, he's lying to us because he's being polite, but it's still really polite and nice. Thank you, man.
It's that Canadian politeness that you hear about, right?
Don't you know?
Yeah, don't you know? That's not Canadian, is
That's
it?
Fargo. I'm doing Fargo.
Yeah, that's like
Fargo.
Minnesota. Minnesota, don't you know?
Sorry, we're embarrassing ourselves.
We're from Australia.
What do Canadians say? Don't they just say sorry about that?
They say a lot.
A.
We're gonna lose a viewer, dude.
Yeah.
We need to stop with the generalizing. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We're just bastards. We're just racist Aussie bastards.
I know, we are.
We're
colony of convicts, mate. You can't.
We love Canada. We love Canada.
We do.
It's like the good version of the US.
Yeah. Before we put our feet in our
Anymore.
mouths any further, yeah, let's go back to the figure. But thank you so much for your comment, dude. This is great. What buck is this, dude? Is this
Nightfall.
Nightfall? Is it? But what
Yeah.
about the scrappy bits?
That's Catman. So the strappy bits are
But
Catman.
Nightfall
So
Batman had the strappy bits, didn't it?
does he have strappy bits? Show me. Zoom in, magnify, enhance.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, Catman had the straps. Original
Nightfall has the
Nightfall,
straps, dude.
original Nightfall doesn't have the straps.
He does.
Not original Nightfall, no.
Does.
Oh man, I've made him get up.
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
He doesn't, brother.
No, Catman has straps.
Yeah,
Nightfall doesn't.
Catman.
Mate, brother, it's a modified Nightfall, okay?
Yeah. All right.
All right. We've seen it recently with the Dick Grayson. This is the same as the Dick Grayson body. Dick Grayson
Yeah.
Batman. No straps, the printed bat symbol. I think it looks tremendous. I love the shade of grey. I love the shade of blue.
You're right, Michael. I'm wrong. Is that what you wanted
Yeah,
to hear?
it makes me so happy. Yep.
I love the shading on the jocks,
Yeah.
dude.
Perfect amount of shading.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
That's just a
let's
banger.
carry on. This is and you know what's sad about this? In Australia, not confirmed.
Yeah, that's it. I am chasing up my sources furiously to figure out what is going
Yeah.
on because
I
looks
actually,
like I'm going to have to pay nasty import prices for that one otherwise,
yeah.
which will make me sad.
I asked our friend Michael at Culture Shock just earlier. No news from him. Yeah, and your sources have come up with nothing either as well,
And
right?
my sources are pretty direct as well. So if same as Michael, just nothing
Yeah,
confirmed, trying to figure it out.
yeah,
So it's a bummer, but
yeah,
hope springs eternal that we will get it at some point.
yeah. I hope so.
Mm.
All right, Batman Noel.
He's an interesting one.
Honestly, dude, is this just the exact same figure
So
as
I
the
do,
Head Puncher?
as the Page Punches Lee Bermejo style Batman. I
Yeah.
suspect there's a few things going on here. I think the head
He's up in
sculpt
there.
is getting it. I think I've
He's
got
up
it
in there.
behind me as well.
Yeah.
I reckon, yeah, he's up. I reckon the head sculpt's different, very subtly different. It
The
looks
bat
longer.
symbol's different.
The bat symbol different too.
Yeah.
Okay,
And the head's
so
different. I like that head more, actually.
which the new one?
Yeah.
Me too. I think it's an improvement in. I think the color might be different too. I suspect it's not as olive green. Yeah. So Luke N is just telling us it's a new head, a cape, and a recolor, and I think that's probably right.
Yeah.
But for me, I've got that Lee Bermejo Page Punches one, and I reckon that's just going to suffice for a Batman Noel style figure. But if you haven't got that one, I think this is
Yeah.
I mean, that was an awesome figure, that Page Punches. He was a little bit
He's
short.
really nice. He's very green.
He's very olive green, and I reckon this guy
Yeah.
might be more grey. I think it's
Yeah.
better colors, better head sculpt, better cape. So if you haven't got that Page Punches, I think there's a good case to be made that you should get this. I think it's a fine sculpt, and this looks like the best version of it. So
I think I'm going to get the Noel, dude.
you are, yeah.
Yeah.
I know you are, man. It's a great looking figure. I mean, it was a good looking figure before, and I think it's even better now. You don't think that
The
Anatoly
color and
reckons
the
it's only the
cape is
color and the cape?
the color and the cape. It's definitely the head as well,
The head is
Anatoly.
different too. The head is different as well, Anatoly.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it.
This
It's very
guy,
similar.
this guy is scowling more,
Yep.
whereas the new one has his mouth closed.
Yeah, and the proportions look a bit different too. This guy's head looks a bit longer. I think it looks better. It just looks better in every way. But I can't buy it again. You know.
Yeah. Mr. Luke, this is the one I'm getting and going to custom his shoulder and chest armor.
Sure, you're a clever, talented man, Luke.
I've seen his customs in person, man. Freaking
Ooh la
talented
la.
guy.
He's a
Yeah.
talented guy.
Ooh la la. What are you saying ooh la la for? Why? Because I've been to his
Nothing,
house.
because you guys go to each other's houses and hang out and shit. And I'm not jealous or anything. I'm just pointing out that you guys hang out together. That's all. It's fine. Like, you know, I can't stop you or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on, please.
I wish I could hang out more with Luke, but I have kids, alas.
Ah, yes, the social life killer.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Luke messaged me before. He was like, "Oh, dude, just in case you're free, I'm seeing Transformers over the weekend." I'm like, "Oh, I'm going with my." I haven't responded, but I've been meaning to respond. Oh, I'm going to
He's
go with my.
responding now, live on air.
I'm
He's
responding
letting
now. Yeah, I have to
he's
take
letting
my
you
son,
down.
dude. But I am excited to take my son because he bloody loves Transformers, the little fella. All right, love the way the cape sits on this guy. Yeah,
Yeah, it does look
I
good.
think that's the big one, Fraser. I think that's why I'm like, that's why I want this guy. It's just like pensive Batman posing, you know.
Yep.
I mean, just look at it. Like they've put him in a freaking graveyard. Like that's great. That's just great
The
marketing
graveyard
piece.
doesn't come with the fig, brother.
Yeah,
But
I
oh
know,
man,
but
a gargoyle accessory would be amazing. Could you
yeah,
imagine if
that
it
would
came
be
with like a
cool.
gargoyle dio? I want more dios.
Yeah,
Longer neck.
and it's
Yeah, it is
on
a longer
sale with
neck.
a longer neck.
The
I
head
think it's the
the head
head's
sits
probably
taller and longer. It just looks so much better.
it's probably bigger in general as well
Do you think
because this guy,
the legs look a little longer? Like, look at the proportions of that guy versus the squat little.
yeah,
Something's going on there.
yeah,
They've
this
modified
guy
it a
is
bit.
little runt, isn't he? This bloke,
He's a little
he's
he's a
a
little
little comic
Wolverine.
accurate Wolverine.
Yeah, that's right. It's good in theory, but awkward in practice, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why they just cast a 7-foot Australian man.
Yeah. But yeah,
Not
I think this is
7
a
foot,
really,
6
really
foot.
solid release. It's just not essential for me, is where I come
Yeah,
down on it.
I think it's really nice.
It
And
is.
then, dude, you're excited about this, man.
Yeah, I've come down a little. So let's talk about what it is. This is the Amazon in the US and
I'll
coming
fucking tell
around
you
here
what this is, mate. I will tell
locally.
you what this is in a
So,
second. You go. You
all
go.
right. So my first thought when I saw this is I looked at the head sculpt and I said, that is Capullo Batman. This is New 52 Batman. And I can see underneath the glider, there is a big black bat symbol on his chest. I can see it peeking out there. So
Yeah.
I'm like, this is that Capullo New 52 Batman. I looked at the belt. I'm like, this is him. He's got a cloth cape under there. I've been waiting for a Capullo New 52 Batman proper for years. I've got that
You
rebirth
have.
Capullo
Yeah.
look. But I wanted that Court of Owls Batman, and this is from Court of Owls, and it's got the glider, and I was super pumped. And then someone's just like, "Oh, it's on the Rebirth body, that not original Rebirth body, the not the death metal Rebirth body, the classic Rebirth." And they're right, it is just that Rebirth body, which isn't terrible, but it's a little bit small and a little bit slender, and
No.
he's got big chunky thighs, but he's also very small, and he's just weird looking. And I don't hate it, but I don't particularly like it for New 52 Batman. But it's just Rebirth again. So there's ups and
No.
downs, man. It is. Look at those
That sucks,
panel lines
dude.
on the suit. Yeah, it's
But
not terrible. It's not.
did the Rebirth have those panel lines?
Yeah, pull him off the
Oh,
shelf.
damn, dude.
Let me have a look.
I've got my
Do you know what? Maybe he doesn't, brother. Just wait 1 minute.
I think it is, dude. Yeah, I
No,
think it
he
is.
does, man. He does. This is just modified Rebirth Batman. Look at the. I don't know. I'm going to say this out loud. Look at his crotch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a terrible figure. I actually quite like Rebirth in general, but it's the proportions. It's just a little bit small. The scale's a bit off, and his thighs are it's massive, and his head is tiny. I don't know. It's mix. It's a mix for me. This is not the New 52 Batman that I dreamed of, but it's I'm glad to get any sort of representation. And I think most importantly, I think the glider looks really cool, and that's a unique thing.
Yeah.
And I think the head sculpt looks pretty good too. I don't know if we can zoom
Yeah.
in, get a better
No,
look, but
that's a bang on Capullo head.
yeah, I mean that's what excited me when I saw it. I'm like, that is exactly what he looks like in the art, which I love. I love that look. So yeah,
Luke's
I'm
saying I'm bloody
mixed
flat for
emotions.
taking my son to the cinemas, by the way.
You can't like people who don't have kids just don't understand. It's basically just like being in prison,
Yeah.
the illusion of freedom. But it's just he'll get it one day
My
when he
life
has
is
no
not
life.
my own. Luke? So,
Correct. We are just it's a life of service.
yeah.
Free will is an illusion for parents. But yeah, I like the glider. I think the glider looks fun.
I haven't actually posed up this.
Rebirth. Oh, is that the
Yeah,
digital rebirth?
yeah. That's nice. It's a nice looking Bruce head.
I got the
The classic, yeah.
clay.
Oh, is
Those are
that
the
the Clayface one?
These are the Clayface one with the lighter
Yeah,
colors. It's all right. It's not
yeah.
bad,
I've got the
but
OG. I think the best Rebirth Batman was the death metal with the axes.
yep,
Freaking
that's the
gorgeous,
best. That
man.
is the best rebirth, and the
So good.
proportions are so rad. And
Yeah,
that's I kind of hoped that the new 52 would just be big and bulky and cool like that, but it's not to
yeah,
be. But anyway,
yeah,
I will reserve judgment until I see what it looks like outside of a
yeah.
posed photo. But I'm excited by it in general.
So Red Exo Mac 5. I don't know how I say that. Red
Me neither.
Exo Mac.
You're doing a good job. Red Exo Mac 5.
Yeah, your show's at a perfect time. I have an hour and a half long drive.
That's
Well,
what we're here for. Just to occupy
hopefully,
your drive, man.
hopefully we can be there for you. You send us your times that you go for long drives, and we'll try
And we
work
will
into the
organize a
schedule.
live. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Luke, not sure why they didn't add that detail to this. Would have been
What detail are we
perfect.
talking about, Luke?
Um, what were we talking about? Maybe we were talking about the last one.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then love that battle damaged death metal Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best Batman figures in the whole line that no one
Seriously,
talks about
so
anymore. Just
so freaking good.
everyone's forgotten about
Yeah.
him. But
Yeah.
not me.
I know. So those are the reveals from
Yep.
McFarlane Toys. I'm just going to plug my Insta, and I'll go over to your Insta, guys. Head over to dave.cave.dave for all my stuff. I'm covering as much multiverse as I can, but
Yeah.
it's mostly multiverse. But I'm also just covering a bunch of other stuff too.
Yeah. Dave's
My
reels are just wild. Weird and wild. You haven't done a good reel. You haven't done like a funky reel, for a while, a few weeks now. Like
It's been
with
a couple of weeks.
like the
Like
comedy reel, like full on comedy
my
reel is
Zaz,
what I'm missing.
my Zaz and my Rock. Those were great.
Yeah.
Those were
You
good
were on
reels.
a
I had fun making those.
hey, you got Red Exo Mac 5's name right.
Hey,
It's a
nice
tricky one.
one.
Red Exo. It's not that hard. Red Exo
Yeah,
Mac 5. Yeah, it's
yeah,
just basic Canadian.
yeah. You forgot the A at the end of it.
Eh? Yeah. Oh, the
Yeah,
Noel chest armor. Yeah.
yeah, that's what Luke's talking about.
So you're going to modify that, Luke. Well, you know what? I couldn't tell you what the Noel chest and shoulder armor looks like, but I'm sure if you say it's inaccurate, I believe you, man.
Yeah. And then the DC Multiverse Collector.
Oh, that's
Give
me.
him
Hello.
a follow.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't do much on Instagram. My Instagram is like a live support system for my YouTube channel, but
yeah.
I'm going to try and work on that
Your,
and
your
do some
YouTube
more.
channel is like freaking gangbusters, dude. You do really well on YouTube, but I'm finding YouTube to be like, I don't know. I've just like it's it's just like kind of a grind. I've like hit a wall. I
So
can't
here's the thing
increase
with YouTube.
subs anymore.
Something has happened. I don't know whether it is just views are down in general. People don't really want to watch um, YouTube for action figures because views are down across the board. I suspect the algorithm is playing into it. So there's some big channels, right? Like the Review Spot. I don't know if you've ever seen Spot.
Yeah,
He does
yeah,
great action figure reviews. He's been doing it for like 20, 15 years or whatever. He'll post a review of a figure like, and it's got like 1,000 views after 3 days, or 1,500 views. For Spot, that is nothing, and the quality hasn't gone down, and I don't think the demand has gone down. I suspect the algorithm is not surfacing stuff. I've had people tell me that they used to have, because they watch my stuff a lot, I used to pop up in their feed a lot, and now I just don't appear anymore. So I think something is happening on the back end that is just making YouTube very tough for certain
yeah,
YouTubers. And so you've just got to, I think we just got to keep at it, because basically, like, the algorithm can be modified at any time, and you just have to sort of keep going, I guess. But yeah, YouTube is
yeah.
tough. YouTube is tough. I think if you just do it for the love of it, if you get like 100 people watching and a few nice comments, it's like, well, okay, I'd
Yeah,
like more, but that's
yeah.
still 100 people who watch my shit, and so, they say
Yeah,
good job and that was really great or that was helpful.
hey,
It's like, okay,
and
worth it.
that's kind of where I'm at. It's just nice. My last few videos haven't done much. I think my last big one was the Batman Forever
Yeah,
review. And I think that's like coming up to 3K. And that's like huge for me because I haven't
a
even
big
cracked 1,000 subs yet.
mate.
But
Review spot, huge reviewer with tens of thousands of subs is getting like 1,000 views on his late. So like,
yeah,
yes, I think at the moment the landscape is, if you get like over 1 or 2,000 views at the moment, you're doing pretty well.
yeah.
So
And but like everything I released a short the other day and like all of my shorts, regardless of who the character is, at
do
least
well.
100 in the first night, and then like they might hit 400 views. And
Yep.
like it's not like I'm this like review hound, like a view hound, like just watching the analytics like a hawk. Like
No,
I don't care that much, but it's just like the trend is like it's just different,
down. The trend is down. No, it's 100%,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
across the board, man. It's across the
yeah,
board. I'm looking at all the different YouTubers that I watch, and their latest video will come out. Like even the big boys, like Brad, the DC Universe geek, great DC reviewer.
yeah.
He still gets heaps of views, but just
I
not like he
noticed.
used. Not
Yeah,
like he
like
used to.
you scroll back a bit, and he was getting like
30,
20,000 per,
40,000 views. Yeah.
yeah,
And now
per
I'll be like,
review, and it was
now he'll get
like,
like four, 3. And for him,
yeah,
that's not as, so, and it's not the quality. The quality is better than ever. So it is,
yeah,
something is going on. And it could just be interest in the line is waning, but I don't think that's true.
yeah, yeah,
I think we
yeah,
are not being surfaced, but nothing
yeah.
much we can do. I
Well,
think we just
look,
have to keep plugging on.
if it's as simple as like, some keystroke somewhere at Google HQ kind of like change the algorithm, then all it's going to take is another simple change to kind of like hopefully trend things back
Who knows?
to where they were for us. So yeah.
I know
Uh,
Tolly's saying that some other YouTubers, yeah, Aussie Warhammer YouTuber, yeah, having problems with their channel. Yeah, it's closing down because of views, or they just didn't want to keep going anymore. I don't know, but like YouTube is weird, man. You're kind of at just the whim, like a giant, and yeah, it is what it is.
yeah, yeah. Red Exo Mac 5 says, I enjoy both you guys. Watch all the time. Appreciate the fact that I can watch you with my kid. Thanks, man.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you
you,
so
man.
much.
I hope you're not watching with your kid now, because I've been swearing and drinking, but because it's
Yeah,
10:40 p.m. here. But generally on
yeah,
the reviews, yeah, we like to keep it clean-ish, and we'll
yeah.
continue to do so. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I've only sworn a couple of times on my reviews, I think, but um I've
I
F'd
think once
once.
I think famously I said F Donald Trump, and
Yeah, yeah.
I got lots of nasty reviews, and I lost some subs for that, but it was kind of worth it at the time. Yeah.
Hey
Anyway.
man, at least it didn't get you kicked out of Tenacious D.
Oh, anyway, what an absolute pussy Jack Black is. Anyway, moving on. Um. Yeah,
That was weird, dude. Anyway.
that is weird.
Should
Anyway,
we do some unboxings?
let's just do let's do an unboxing, and then I got to go to bed. I'm
Yeah,
tired, but
yeah,
I've been saving this Batmobile for you for like
yeah.
2 days. Okay, so if we don't open this tonight, I'm just going to open it when we get off the air. So I think I'm just going to open it. Can I open it, David?
Yeah. Yeah, go for it, man. Open
Do
it.
I have consent to open my Batmobile? All right.
You have, and you know what? Thank you so much for checking for consent. Like,
It's important,
it's
and it's got
important
to
for me.
be an ongoing conversation. You don't
Yeah,
just ask once; you should ask many times.
yeah.
You know,
Ryan YT gives us thumbs up, and he says HK special.
what does that mean?
Um,
You from Hong
I reckon
Kong?
that's a sex thing.
Oh,
HK special.
it
No,
sounds
I
like
have
it.
a feeling.
I gave him
Is
a
this
HK special.
is this Ryan P?
Is this Ryan P from Facebook?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it is,
I
but
don't
if
think
not,
so. I think
sorry.
you're mistaken him. Nah,
No, okay. Because
Ryan,
that
identify
I would
yourself,
think
man.
that HK special meant something else. But
The HK.
HK special. What's the HK special, Ryan YT?
How do you give
Um,
someone a HK special? Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm opening my Batmobile.
Anatoly. He's back. He's back
He is
trying to
back.
get me to buy it. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Red Exomac 5. I think the view counts are down because there are so many good YouTubers now. It's hard to watch everything. He's
That is
right,
one
man.
theory.
He's right. Like he's right. Like, yeah, I feel like if I'm a couple of weeks late on a review, like I almost feel like there's just no point in putting it out because I'm just going to get no views on it. And obviously, like if I'm early, then I'm going to get a load of views on it. And I'm doing a giveaway for that. I should plug that. I'm doing a giveaway for the Platinum Asbats, and I'm doing it on my Dark Side review. And everyone's seen the review for Dark Side, and I was like, oh, I'll save it for something special. I love Dark Side. So now I'm trying to, before I actually film that review, I'm trying to think like, how do I make the Dark Side review like special? How do I make it like stand out so that
So
it
hard,
does
man.
hopefully get seen by more people, so that it does make the giveaway more worthwhile and kind of it does get me like maybe a couple more subs. So
Yeah.
look, doesn't matter at the end of the day. I'm still going to give away the Asbats, and some
Yep.
lucky person is going to score that for nothing. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of in that spot now where I'm like, how do I make that Dark Side? Maybe I turn it into one of my like extended reels. Make something interesting. Maybe use my like Jack Kirby figure and like,
How many dark sides you got in your collection?
I got a couple. Yeah, I got a couple. Yeah,
People love, I mean, say people, but I think I always love watching videos where someone like shows off like, their entire dark side collection, and they've got like one
yeah,
from every
yeah,
different line, and they've got the storm
yeah,
collectible, they've got that could be a way to do it.
yeah,
I always
yeah.
enjoy that sort of content.
See,
I
the
just
sad thing is, like, I don't have the Mezco or the Storm,
no,
or I don't even have the. I had the DC Collectibles New 52 on, the big one, and I
yeah,
sold it. I sold it for a ridiculous amount of money, and yeah, kind of like it was too hard to say no. But I kind of
yeah.
regret that now because that was a really nice figure.
You should regret
That
it
I
now. That
think,
seems dumb.
yeah. I think that was Ryan P. He's asking if it was a Hong Kong purchase. So yeah, it might be Ryan P. asking if it was a Hong Kong purchase. No, that Batmobile he got from Amazon
Amazon.
for real.
Amazon for like $107.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, this thing weighs a ton. This is a big, heavy Batmobile, and so
Nice.
the last Batmobile that I got was the Tumbler, which is a very fine Tumbler. But the thing I thought about that Tumbler was it was quite felt quite light and quite hollow. Not cheap, just kind of light and hollow. This feels very heavy, very solid, but it kind of the thing I've noticed about it compared to the Tumbler is there's just no paint on this thing anywhere.
Yeah.
This is plastic. This is just plastic. Like, and it looks quite nice, but like I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, if this just had a bit of like detailing, some scuff marks, some like dry brushing of silver on, like this would look incredible. So smart people could make this look next level. But I think for what it is, the sculpted detail is really, really nice. Like there's a lot going on. I don't like these plastic wheels. They're just solid plastic. Rubber would have been, oh, you know what? They are rubber, but it's very hard rubber.
Oh, dude, I love that they turn on either side of the cannons there.
Yeah, it's
Like
very
they're
cool. It's
separated.
very cool. But like, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, look, the basic design of this thing rocks. Like, it's a very unique. It looks like an amalgam of like 4 different Batmobiles. It looks like the '89 mixed with like it looks like
And
5 different things. It's like the Homer. You know when Homer designs the car?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I feel like this is the Homer of Batmobiles, but in a good way.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
well,
And
who
from
wrote
the
White
back,
Knight? It was Sean
yeah.
Gordon Murphy.
Sean Murphy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sean
Yeah,
Murphy.
Sean
I like
Sean Gordon Murphy, yeah.
very cool design and like, but like I look at things like this. These like this should be This is just flat plastic. That should be like translucent. Just a little
It's
bit of
funny.
paint, man.
From the back of it, it looks like it could just be a muscle car, like the car from the Batman.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Yes.
from the
Which I
front, it
love.
looks like this, like you know, a sci-fi author vomited on a car or
Yes.
something.
Like if you look at it, it's a mess, but it's a mess in like a terrific way. Like, yeah, I really actually I love the design. The build quality feels awesome. I'll tell you that. The paint is just not there. It pops up. That's nice. But yeah, the interior's got some paint. I can't really show it off, but the interior's got some a wash on it, a bit of dry brushing. But if you're a customizer and you put a bit of work into this, I think this would look next level. But I can tell you right now, David, for $100, if you can get this for $100, I think you should be getting this for $100. Honest opinion. No regrets. Easily worth $100. And like I said earlier, when are we ever going to get this again? Like, ain't no one stupid enough to make this twice, right?
Yeah.
This feels like a mistake. This feels like an error. This feels like someone made a dumb choice about making a Batmobile, and we've just got to capitalize on their stupidity because this thing ain't selling out. All the other Batmobiles are like sold out. This is still in stock everywhere until it's not. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. What are you opening?
What am I going to open? Are we split screen now?
We sure are. Hello. It's like the debate.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah.
You're Donald Trump. I'm Kamala Harris.
Oh, dude, no. You're just going to look at me like I'm a dickhead the whole time.
Yeah, I'm just going to look at you like you're a deranged psycho, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I kind of want to open this, dude. I mean, I know it's old, but like...
Brother, have you not opened that? Have you not opened the Green Arrow yet? Jesus Christ. Do you just buy these things just to...
Yeah. Honestly, I've put them to the side and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to do a video on that. And then I just don't. Let's do this. I'm going to do Batman and Bane.
You haven't opened your Batman Bane 2-pack yet?
No, I still haven't opened it.
You've got boxes hanging around everywhere.
Dude, that's a nice backdrop, man.
It is.
I'm going to use that for videos. I quite like the Joker and Punchline backdrop, hey?
Yes, I agree. And am I correct in saying they're not they're not putting the display stands in the backgrounds anymore, so you have to tear it apart?
Yeah.
That's quite intelligent.
Yeah.
I can't believe you haven't opened this bat. I'm curious to know what you think of this Batman.
Yeah. Oh, look, I think he looks.
It's a weird one. It's a very weird one.
Good. I think that that cape looks gorgeous, dude.
Yeah. See what you reckon when you have it in hand. I found the posing of it very awkward. It's very thick because it's got that two-tone. It's two-tone, right? Like it's two different colors. It's blue on the. Anyway, I found it very awkward. But
yeah. Just quickly, Luke's saying do some reels like Rock and Zaz as a tie-in to attract people to the review itself. Not a bad idea, man.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. They're very attention grabbing.
Yeah. If I had the time, I would totally do like, you know, like Ev, is it Ev Creates on Insta with the the awesome stop motions?
Oh man,
yeah. Like Spidey like swinging through his house and he's just like holding him. Like I totally have the chops to do something like that. I just don't have the time and nor the patience currently in my sleep deprived state. I like this Bane, dude.
He's a great Bane.
He's so much more comic accurate to Nightfall than the other one.
Yeah, no, he is. He looks tremendous.
He's gorgeous, dude. Like
it is.
That's great. Yeah,
it is. I don't even mind the cell shading. I quite like it.
Oh yeah, no, the cell shading doesn't bother me at all. I quite like cell shading, man. Like if it's not overdone.
It's all execution dependent for me, and I think that's a fairly good example of it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're finally opening that. Jesus.
Yeah.
So, but I'm torn though. So with all these re-releases, like Bane, I don't know what to do with my OG Bane, and in the end, I've just kept him. So now I've just got two Banes hanging around. I've got that OG Bane. I've got this Nightfall Bane, and it's just happening a lot with all these re-releases. I'm just ending up with two of everything, and I don't know what to do. Yeah, Red Exomac
Yeah.
5 says comparison videos between all your different, Dark Side releases.
Yeah.
So
I
I was doing well at one point, and I haven't done one for a long time. Team building
team
videos.
building. Yeah.
Team building is a really people, and I get it. It's kind of a fun idea, and it makes you stand out a bit. So I don't know. I've got to get back into that because we've certainly had a lot of team filling out in the line recently. Like the Teen Titans or the Titans are now, we're flush with Titans. Maybe when Cyborg
Yeah.
comes in, I'll do an updated team building, and certainly our Bat family, Bat Rogues, JSA, JLA. There's just a lot going on.
I saw Toy Shoes' Cyborg review, dude.
Oh, I haven't watched that yet.
That is a disappointing. That looks so disappointing, dude.
Is it? I actually like the look of
Yeah.
it. It's just the it's the death metal. What's it called? The murder machine. It's just the murder machine. Why is it so disappointing?
It just doesn't look great. Just doesn't look as good as I thought it'd be. Like I was hoping for I don't know, man. I was just hoping for something like New 52 or obviously
so it's the basic. Okay,
it's not a pre-New 52, just something like comic accurate, something that wasn't as, I don't know, just didn't feel as like phoned in. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the photos. I know what it looks like, and it's not my ideal. I've seen what it looks like. It's not the bespoke, unique, comic accurate cyborg that I always wanted, but hopefully within the bounds of like it's just a reuse of Murder Machine. Hopefully it delivers. Oh, look at that!
I really like that cape, dude. I don't think it's that bad. Is this the starchy material that you don't like?
It is. It's the stuff that I don't like. Yeah.
I think that because it's double layered.
It's a bit heavier, maybe.
I just
it has a beautiful sheen to it, but I find that it just doesn't have a flow to it. So that's just a personal pet peeve. Obviously, McFarlane loves it. They just keep using it. And it just works better on some figures than others. And it feels like sometimes the wires they use are of different strength. So sometimes the wire just feels flimsy and not up to the job, and sometimes it's very strong. That looks pretty good, man.
Yeah. Anatoly says, yep, that giveaway, that made Josh from before's channel go boom. What did he give away?
He's always given away stuff. Josh is a generous guy. He's always given off stuff to channel members.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Josh's channel went boom because he made awesome fucking video reviews and he put a lot of work and effort into them, and he got big during 2021, 2022 when the actual DC Multiverse line videos were booming, and so he was there at the right time, making the best reviews out there, and he was doing one like every week, or he was just doing great work at the right time. So I think that's why his channel went boom. Honestly, more than anything, he's a great reviewer.
Yeah, I can see he's one of the big boys, man. Like he's got a lot of viewers on his channel, and
he's huge. Yeah,
he reached out to me, dude, on Insta, sent me a freaking DM. I was like, "Hey, man, I've seen your stuff." It's like, hell yeah, man, thank you, dude.
Yeah.
Like
he's a very supportive, nice guy.
Yeah. Not a bad little set. This is really nice, man, and I feel like the colors on both of these guys, like the highlights on the Bane, I just feel like they're a really nice 2-pack. I think they're
Yep.
Yeah. I really like this Batman. I think that the battle damage looks a little crappy.
It's okay. It could be better.
Dude, there's actually cell shading on the Batman on the chest, in the middle of the chest and stuff.
And his eyes. Yeah.
The abs. Yeah. Great figure, dude.
Yeah.
I like this.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah. It has a spot. Like it's good for photos. You always need a good Batman with the shit beaten out of him.
Yeah.
Never goes astray.
Still haven't opened that.
Have you not opened? So that's a really nice figure. I really like it.
Yeah.
He's kind of been taken over for me. Just to be clear for those watching, that was the first appearance Batman.
Yeah. Platinum.
I just love the platinum. I love how like elegant it is, but I feel like Dick Grayson has come and eaten this guy's lunch for elegance, simplicity.
Yeah.
That Dick Grayson Batman is just,
Yeah.
it's not perfect. It could use more accessories, and the cape is a bit starchy, but like the head sculpt, the body, the paint, it's like this is like close to perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, some good stuff. You've got to open your toys, man. What's going on?
Yeah, I just like hold on to them. Like, oh, I'm gonna do a reel. I'm gonna do a video. I still haven't opened this wave. The page one.
Jesus, come on, man.
Yeah.
You should open that live on live stream. You'll cut your hands and we'll see you bleed live.
I know. Yeah, I need a bloody. I need
You
my
need a
sandal
razor
knife
blade.
to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sliced around it. Yeah. What else? And I've got the the green arrow and the Atom figure. Yeah, I've just been wanting to open those as well. But
Green
we
arrow.
are running late, dude.
Hmm?
We are running late. I was actually hoping to go for an hour.
Well,
But
that's two, man.
yeah, that's two, dude. And I do want to watch The Penguin before I go to bed.
Yes, that's
Episode
out,
1
isn't it? Reviews
today, man. Yeah.
we should do a live react to the Penguin. There you go.
Oh, dude, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. We're going to get into that live reaction of content, Batman content. We should have done a Cape Crusader live react. Anyway.
And then, and then all the thumbnails can be us going.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The Penguin, first time watching.
Yeah.
Anyway, I refuse to go that low, brother. I'm not going to do it. I'm never going to be that guy. With the shocked YouTuber thumbnail face. Yeah, you're right. We have gone long. We
should just screw it all, man. We just put our O faces up just to be like actual O faces.
You're not seeing mine.
All right, let's just get through these messages, these comments before we bail.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ryan McFarlane was giving away a free fig in the US with the Batmobile. Is that with the White Knight?
White Knight. Yeah, McFarlane was giving away the White Knight 2-pack with Azrael and Batman for like $90 or $100. That's that is the right way to do it. 2 figures and a Batmobile for $100 or $90 US bucks. That was the way to do it. This thing was too expensive, but I gotta say, for $100 Aussie, you gotta get it. I'm sold just by having it in my hand. It's the weight of it that's actually, when something's heavy, you're like, yes, this is good. It's heavy. So
that was the tumbler for me. Like that first.
This makes the tumbler feel cheap, and it makes the '89 Batmobile feel really cheap.
Yeah.
The tumbler's got this beat on paint, though. I gotta say, yeah.
Fig Clean sent me a one of their cleaning kits, action figure and statue cleaning kits. Good little kit, man. Honestly, like I've been dusting figures and statues in my collection for years, and the fact that I have like this awesome little kit to do it with, great. Love that I have that product, and thanks again to Fig Clean for sending it out. But I got that Batmobile down, the '89, to dust it off, and my God, man, like it does feel so cheap, doesn't it? And the shiny, and I've got the glossy one.
Yeah.
With the
89 was a bit of it felt like a beta test for things to come at 89. Yeah,
you're not wrong, man. All right, let's go. Anatoly, Dave, open Amazon.
Yeah, he's going to make you buy that Batmobile. So am I.
Anatoly, dude, stop, man. Stop. You're
only $100.
You're going to get me a divorce.
For a 7-inch Batmobile that you're never going to see again. $100.
Do it. Ha ha ha. Thank you.
Yeah, he's banging that drum, isn't he?
Yeah. He gave away a lot of figures.
Josh did. Yes, he did. Generous guy.
Yeah. Red Exo Mac 5 sucks. Josh is gone now. I never see his stuff anymore. I think he's still on Insta. He does stuff on Insta, but he doesn't. I don't think he's doing videos. He hasn't done a video
maybe like a month. He's done one 3 weeks or a month ago. I think he's just slowed the cadence down. You go through ebbs and flows as a YouTuber. I don't think he's gone. Keep your eye out. I hope he starts doing some more stuff too, because I miss his reviews as well.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think his last one might have been the Tumblr, but I might be wrong.
It could be. Yeah.
I think the problem with the wide cape is the way they attach it to the body of the figure. Oh, we should have brought up Rob. Let's do that real quick. Let's just quickly show what we were talking about with the cape swap.
Oh, the cape swap. Oh, yeah.
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 Have we gone back to that? Yeah, let's go to Rob D. And yeah, this right here. So he's taken the long cape off the 66 and he's put it on the Hugo, and he's taken the short cape off the Hugo and put it on the 66. And
look at Adam West with that short cape. That's what he should have been. Yep.
So, and that's what the Adam West looked like at the beginning.
Yeah.
And
look at that.
What it looked like, yeah.
Yeah, great work. I wish I had the balls to do it. Honestly, if I'm being honest,
I'm tempted, man.
Super tempted. Mate, if you can pull it off, then I should be fine.
Yeah, I thought that about you when you
painted my Batmobile.
Yeah,
mate. If I can paint a Batmobile and have it look good, then anyone can. I said that in my video. So
yeah. Anatoly says if they attach it to a strong base, the wide cape will be senseless and would not pose great. Yeah,
it's true. So some of them just don't pose because
it's like the Ragman.
Yep. Well, yes, correct.
Like the Ragman, you kind of have to pose that like at the bottom so that the top is like
dark side as well. Dark side, you can the way the cape is attached to the shoulders just means it just flops down no matter what you do. McFarlane's figuring it out. Oh, thanks, Michael.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. Good night, guys. Going to work later, 2 a.m. Great live. Thank you so much, Anatoly. Thanks for turning up, man. Yeah, a live stream with a non-lagging multiverse dude is always a great time. Have you done something to your internet, dude?
No, it's just when I'm joining Multiverse Society, it's always everyone's overseas. And do you know what the real answer? Do you know what the real answer is? Here's a secret. When I do those lives, it's during my work day. And me and my wife are both working from home, logged into private work VPNs, and so the internet is just getting hammered. So that's me confessing that I'm live streaming during work hours. And anyway, I'm sorry about the lag. I hate letting the team down, but there's not much I can do.
Fraser knows, dude. He knows, mate. I was thinking it. Annoying customer 77 got my Fig Clean box yesterday. Great product, man. And elusive, and you want that, man. We had to have one last one, didn't we?
Yep. He does want it. He'll get it. I give him a week and he'll have it.
Yeah, I might do it.
It's good. It's worth it. I wouldn't lie to you. I've got
some Black Series to pay for, dude. I've got some Black Series to pay for.
Fuck Black Series. Can I guess?
Do you know what else? Can I
guess? There's an ugly droid. There's an ugly droid that no one gives a shit about. There's a stormtrooper that no one gives a shit about, and there's a Mandalorian clone trooper shit that no one. What is it?
It's Acolyte figures, dude.
Have they got one for the Manny Jacinto Smilo Ren yet?
It's all Jedi.
Oh, fuck that. Who cares about any of those people? Is it what? Is it Jackie?
Well, Jackie I really want. I really like that. Jackie was freaking great character.
Jackie's rad.
I didn't get Yord. I got Jackie. I got Sol. I got Osha and I got May.
Yeah.
Sol
wait. Sorry. There's an Osha and a May.
Yeah.
Are they just the same figure?
No.
Okay.
The Osha is in her work gear from episode 1.
I wouldn't have bothered, man. You got to get that Yord.
I ordered them ages ago, dude, and I got them from Bantha Toys, who's like a really lovely guy, Jeff Mullins on Facebook, and he just runs it through his Facebook account, and you just get cost price Black Series.
Nice.
And I can't pull out on him. He's such a lovely guy. I would feel terrible. He's not a big business, he's just an independent guy, and he's probably taken a hit on these figures because probably no one's going to buy him, man. He's going to have to sell them dirt cheap, He's probably only making a couple of bucks off them.
Yeah. Honestly, the Acolyte figure is probably a decent investment because we're never going to see him again. Are you telling me they did not do a Black Series figure of the Stranger or the bad guy from? No. That is the most toy. What are they doing?
Yeah.
at Hasbro. What are they doing, man? That is the toy that anyone would want. I don't
It's
get it.
because they're probably like, well, we need to hold something off for wave 2, and now we're never going to get one.
We're never going to get it. That's insane. Anyway,
My eyes, the goggles do nothing, is what the annoying customer 77 said. Jackie and Indari are pretty nice.
who's
Yeah.
Indari? Is that Carrie-Anne Moss?
Is it? I think so.
Indari is
Yeah.
Carrie-Anne Moss, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd
I
buy.
never
She was good.
ordered her. Yeah. Indara, I think it
Indara,
is.
yeah. I would have got her. I would have got her.
Yeah.
I would have got Jackie, and I would have got the Stranger if they'd been smart enough to
Yeah.
make that. Anyway,
Acolyte.
you know what?
I can't believe
Don't
that
worry about.
show, mate.
Let's not get into it. There's too much.
Those
That's
first 2 episodes, I really enjoyed those first 2 episodes, and then they just broke my heart, dude.
nah. 1 and 2 were good. The big fight scene one was good.
Yeah.
That's about it. But yeah. Anyway, that was the show that, like, I think a season 2 they could have like nailed it. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like you could take what works, drop what doesn't work, really hone in. Anyway, it's a shame. It's a shame.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah. Let's call it there. Indaris, I didn't mean to correct you, Fraser. I'm an asshole like that. Sorry, mate.
No. Correct, Fraser. You get it. You got to, smug YouTuber correcting you. That's just fun. Like, you love it. Yeah, give the cape stop a crack. No, I can't, Luke, mate. I'm gonna fuck up 2 of my figures if I do that, and I'm not doing it. You do it. You do
That's
it.
how
Well,
I feel.
maybe.
That's how I feel,
No.
man. I'm
I'll
just gonna mess
post
it
them
up.
to you. I will post them to you, and you will fix them for me for a nominal fee.
Luke. Oh yeah. Dude, Luke, do mine.
Yeah, swap it. Oh, you'll just bring them over and have a little chat and a beer while he does it. But I'll
Yeah.
post them to you, and
You know what?
yeah.
Luke made brownies last time, and they were freaking delicious. And we had brownies together. And we sat on his couch and we stared into each other's eyes and we had brownies. But how does that make you feel, Michael?
I just don't even care. No, screw the black. Anyway, stuff the Black Series. Buy the Batmobile. This has been fun.
Yeah. All right. Let's call it there, man. Do you wanna plug something that you've got coming soon, man?
No, man, I got nothing coming soon. I've just got the usual. I'm going to be reviewing a couple of figs. I might do a little video review of the White Knight Batmobile, the world's finest Batman Superman fusion, and Hugo Strange. Just a little recent pickups video. And yeah, that's all. What about you?
Nice. I've got Jonah Hex coming. I've got Batman. I've got the animated Beyond, and I've got the animated Bruce and Ace. So I might do something with those 2.
Yeah.
Jonah Hex, I can't freaking wait, man. I'm going to do
It's
a nice one of my big reviews for that.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah. I got the Batman Reborn coming.
Yep.
And
Beautiful.
Something else. I think the world's finest as well.
And what about all your you're getting all the import shit early?
Yeah, import stuff early. Yeah, got my Deathstroke on the way, got my Platinum Robin on the way, and got the Sinestro. So I think I'll get the Sinestro done first, and then
Great
maybe
idea.
I'll knock the Deathstroke and Robin out in the one video.
I reckon you should do Robin. Just personal. I reckon everyone is chomping at the bit for that Robin, man. It is emotions are high. But you know what you're doing. I look forward to it.
Maybe I should do the Robin, actually.
I think you should. Everyone wants that Robin, man. That's the one.
I'll listen to you. You've got way more subscribers than I do. You're probably giving me the good advice.
Oh, yeah. I clearly know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Anyway, I look forward to it. Can't wait.
All right, man. Well, thanks to you, dude, for hanging out. It was really nice, man. Thank you, bro.
It has been nice.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks, man.
Thanks to everyone for joining us. Catch you soon.
Dude, we had almost 10 or 11 viewing at one point. Honestly, I expected nothing tonight. So the comments have been going off all night. Freaking awesome. What an awesome. Thanks for making my very first live substantially, genuinely awesome. So yeah, thanks everyone.
This will go up on your channel, right? The recap, the catch up,
well, totally new to StreamYard. I hope it does.
Figure it out, because I think some people would be interested in seeing it tomorrow when they wake up.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll see what they think, man.
All right.
Yeah. If I can get the video or tag, I don't know if YouTube does that, but yeah, maybe I'll find a way for you to share it on your channel or
Yeah, man.
whatever.
I don't know that that'll work.
Maybe just share the link.
I will just,
Maybe just
I
share the
will
link
just,
to my channel.
I will just do a post about it on mine.
Yeah, nice.
Post in some groups, invite people to catch up in the morning, and let's see if we can build some momentum. See if we can get some people regularly tuning in. It'll be fun.
Yeah, nice. Oh, and also we've got that thing that we've been talking about
Yes, the
doing.
thing.
Yeah, which
All
I
right.
don't
Well,
want to give away, but
it's
let's
okay.
try and make that maybe the next one
Like
that we do.
like
Maybe.
always, man. If you do all
Yeah,
the work, I will show up. That's my basic position. You do all the hard work. I'm
yeah,
here.
yeah,
I'm here for
yeah.
you.
Yeah. Oh, thanks,
All right.
man. Well, look, now I've done all the hard work. I know how to work StreamYard, so
Perfect.
it'll happen. Luke said Dave will drop the figures off and make an excuse to leave immediately, which is kind of my MO. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, I can't hang out. I have to go get the kids. So
He would have been that. He would have been that sort of data in his early 20s. Just any excuse to get up and leave.
yeah,
Yep. Just get out and
afterwards,
leave. Just leave.
yeah. Sorry,
I gotta
babe.
go. I gotta go to work. Yeah.
I gotta see my side piece.
Jesus. Anyway, your wife can watch this. Your wife can watch this tomorrow, Dave. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I gotta go to bed.
All right, man.
Catch ya.
See you, dude.
Bye, man.
Thanks again. Bye, everyone.